Alright, welcome. We're going to jump right into it. Not really too much for me to say ahead of time. I'm a little tired today. And actually, before I begin, let me plug my phone in, since I have not plugged it in all day, just so it can charge while I'm doing this. Oh wow, I got my own YouTube alert. Yo, bro, look at that. That actually doesn't always happen for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. Let me, pull open my spreadsheet real quick. Pokemon Arceus Dex completion. Alright, so we have Magby, Petalil, Swinub, and Togepi? Oh, we did Clefairy. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm remembering where I was. We also have Machop as well, which could be very easy, right? All we have to do is just punch. Yeah, Rock Smash and Strong. Oh, great. That's going to be fun. Yeah, and there was nothing. So, I mean, I guess what we could do really quickly is let's go look around. Let's go see if there's any shaking trees. I mean, obviously, we could just punch Geodudes. Like, I'm not worried about that. It's just going to take a while because we have to use 25, which is basically 50 power points. I don't think Rock Smash misses. I know they had to buff it one time. So yeah, right now the Mewtwo raid's going on, and it's a disaster. I completely prepped for it the wrong way. This is the last time I try to preemptively prep for any raid ever in a Pokemon game. I'm done. I'm just going to wait for people online like Austin John or whoever to fucking dump strats, because I do not have the resources to misbuild Pokemon, so whatever. Again, I don't even know why I care. They make these incredibly tough, annoyingly asinine raids, and then there's no way to have collaboration with random people online. So it's just a mess. Okay. Nothing? Dude, I swear, shaking trees is gonna be the end of me. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I guess we could go grab some of these satchels. Since there's what? 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm holding one. Yeah. I'm holding one in from this area so it doesn't spawn. That's how this works. Yep, there you go. I am girl. I am girl. Like, I am Weasel. I am Weasel. Okay. Let's grab this. Where is it? Sometimes I wonder where they drop these bags, man. Like, they're really hard to notice, especially in certain areas where they do not stand out at all. Like, it is really hard to tell where they are. Okay. Where is it? What I'm talking about, I have no idea. I have no idea where this thing is. And, like, the only reason I still do it is because, again, you do kind of need to have, like, a healthy supply of merit points. Once we complete the dex, I mean, like, it's necessary to evolve Pokemon, but it's not, like, super duper necessary. It'll just be something, you know, if it's in my way, I'll grab it. Nothing too crazy. The fuck? There it is. It's like part of the tree. That's not even like he got KO'd. It's more like he just forgot to pick it up and take it with him when he left. Okay, what else? I already see the next one. I say we leave, we go get like a really good setup, and then we come back and do some of this. That's what I'm thinking. And then that way, did we ever finish Cricketune? No, we did not. Because I have to catch Cricketoons, and I have to catch Pseudo-Widows as well. That's going to be like the worst, man. That's really bad. I hate that. I'm going to throw raspberries. In fact, that's exactly what I said before, is I'm going to throw raspberries so I can make good use of them. Hello, Devin. Yo, everyone. This is Devin's first day at Starfield. It's lit. That's all I'm talking about. He's having a blast, I could tell. You know, I know he's having a blast because I didn't hear from him at all in the Discord. That's how you know he's having fun. Meanwhile, I'm playing Pokemon. Oh, never mind. He couldn't play it. His laptop, it wasn't just minimum, or it wasn't just optimal. It was below minimum. Well, anyway. What the hell are these? Tree stumps? How have I played this game this long and never seen these, ever? Interesting. Well, looks like we'll be doing something different on that Thursday then. So that way you can get your time ahead. If that's the case, it's no biggie. I'll just switch some stuff around and move some stuff around. I'll probably do another stream of Assassin's Creed then, if that's the case. Just so that way I have tons of time saved up. It's actually good. Looking into buying a new PC pretty soon. Shouldn't be more than a week. Alright, perfect. Well, whenever, you just let me know, and whenever it happens, you know, the next eligible day to stream, I'll stream it. That gives it time to come in, so I'm not, like, in a super big hurry or anything. So no major, no biggie. Ugh, sorry, I'm tired, man. I'm really tired today. There you go. I mean, it's a nice sunny evening. I gotta at least give that a little bit of credit. So that's kind of nice. I have to heal after this. But yeah, I hope everything's going well besides. I know that that's like the big thing for you, but, you know, hopefully everything else is great. Just another day. What was I doing again? Hoppo. And, is this healing? I mean, why do I even have these? A wild Pokemon will be calmed. It doesn't put them to sleep. So there's not really much of a point. There you go. Okay. I think that the other thing that I really am looking forward to besides Starfield is, Alan Wake. I think Alan Wake will be really interesting because again, it's been so long since Alan Wake was a thing that I'm gonna really enjoy like replaying that, because I'm gonna replay Alan Wake 1 before I play 2. Not only just because I never made a playthrough of 1, but also just because like I need to refresh myself on the story. I don't know how much it'll like reference American Nightmare. I kind of feel like American Nightmare was more of a one-off, like, teaser, probably back when they thought they were going to make Alan Wake 2 really soon, and then it didn't happen. You know how it is. I'm sure that, I forget the whole lore, but I'm sure that back in, like, 2012, they probably thought Alan Wake 2 was, like, a 2014 launch or something. Without looking it up and looking up the history. But, yeah. Right now I'm fine, but last night I was looking into online graphics card emulators. Oh god. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like when my PC died last year, like I remember just being in such a like an awful state. I was like, bro, what am I even supposed to do anymore? I was really kind of fucked up for a little bit. Luckily I had a secondary computer, which unfortunately now doesn't work. But you know, I was very lucky to be in the situation I was, and I was able to get this PC. But you know, that's the thing about PC gaming, that like I know people will always fucking love PC gaming and stuff, but there is nothing better than just having a console and knowing things will work on it for the next several years. Now, obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. Obviously, there's some games that no matter how much... Why did all the audio cut out? That was really weird. You know, obviously there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. There's always going to be games that just don't work or whatever. I'm well aware of that, right? But at the minimum, I know that whenever I use a console and I put a game in, I'll probably be able to play the game and there won't be any problems. And I just appreciate that one thing about consoles is that, like, they could patch something on PC and now it doesn't work on like half the PCs, or just, you know, all kinds of weird stuff could just go wrong. And I mean, like, obviously that, you know, you shouldn't shy away from PC perspective. Or perspective. It puts into perspective how much I rely on technology to remain happy and entertained. I mean, I get that. But, like, I don't think it... Obviously, he didn't say it as a bad thing. But, you know, someone might say... Let's do Geodude. Someone might say, well, that's a bad thing. But, I mean, like, I don't know. If I wasn't playing games and I wasn't doing stuff for YouTube, I'd probably just be building Legos, right? Like, let's say video games never existed. I'd probably just be building Legos. Like, I would have dumped all my money into just, you know, creating and buying old Lego kits. So at what point do you stop and say, you know, in this universe where we've just removed things that you find fun, like, what would you do then? Like, if it wasn't Legos, I'd probably be a huge anime buff. I'm sorry, if it wasn't video games, I'd be a huge anime buff, and Legos would just take over, you know, that section of my entertainment value. So I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I actually had this discussion with a friend of mine. He's got some stuff going on I won't get into, and you know, he's doing his best. But, you know, we were talking about, like, well, you know, video games and everything are fine as long as you're doing the responsibilities you know you need to do. Like, who really cares what you do with your free time? Like, I hate to be the guy that always brings up, well, I could just have done drugs and just been whatever, but, like, you know, like, who really cares? Like, I don't know. It depends on what you really want to get out of life, and I think a lot of times, a lot of things in life don't really pan out or pay off that well, or don't have as much of a guarantee of stuff. So that's why I like doing things on my own, because I find it very fun. Like, I'm sure we could just adapt, but it just wouldn't be the same level of fun, so. Building Legos might make me happy, but it's never going to make me howl like playing Bayonetta does. That's for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, then Devin brings up a good point, that at some point, you're just stripping away parts of technology, so it depends how broad you want to make it. I mean, do you want to just have everybody live in fucking huts all day? Oops. That's what I was telling my friend. You know, he was like, oh, well, if I didn't play video games, like, I could have maybe go out, hang out with women at bars or stuff, or go to the gym. I told him, like, going to the gym is one thing, but, like, you know, would you be any happier if you just spent all your time, like, bar hopping, you know, spending money on drinks and getting nowhere with women you probably don't even like? Like, is that really what's fun to you? And, like, I would say that's not fun, but that's just me. So, like, I don't know, like, inherently with a discussion like this, if you come across someone that's really, like, stipulative, is that even a word? Probably not. That's really, like, not suggestive. Really, I guess really strict with how much they want to restrain back your layer of fun. I mean, then, like, they're kind of just constraining you to their layer of fun, unless they're just having a theoretical discussion because they're also partakers of whatever they're trying to get rid of. But, I mean, like, who partakes of something and is like, I just want to get rid of video games, and he plays video games, you know? Like, it's theoretical, which is kind of cool, but, you know, if it's a serious discussion, I mean, all you're trying to do is convert someone to your line of thinking. Potentially. Like, I don't know. Like I said, you can make an argument for the gym. I would probably work out more if I didn't have to go out to a gym, right? Like, if I just had a couple machines and I could just do what I wanted at home, I probably would do it better. That's just me personally. I just don't like to go out to places and stuff. I just prefer to be at home and do stuff. Anyway, the point is it's all subjective. Video games are awesome. And I don't know. Some people enjoy the bar hopping, womanizing lifestyle, even though I think it's coming in general basis, but even that. Yeah, I mean, like, you could say the same thing. It costs you way more than $60, but even if you bought one game a month, you know, it's expensive, and you probably don't get anywhere unless you just enjoy it for the thrill of it, which, I don't know. I don't enjoy spending money for the thrill of it. I enjoy spending money for the reward it gives me. That's literally the time value conversion that I want to do with it. Is I want to take money and I want to convert it, spend time with it, and convert it into value, things that I value specifically. So like when I have a closet full of Legos that I haven't built for the channel because I can never justify a Lego stream ever, like, yeah, you could argue that that's kind of, I mean, well, I know I'm going to build them someday, so like that's besides the point. But you know, like I have a couple Legos actually still in box, which is actually kind of crazy. The same box that they shipped with years ago, unopened. And you know, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, dude, it's not even like flipping it someday. It's just like, well, why open it now? I didn't open it back then. Why would I open it now? Anyway, we're done with, we have to evolve 3 Machops. So that should be easy. There you go. Look at it. Look at how fast that was. One rant about what's worth doing in your life later, and we're already set with 1 Pokemon. Very nice. Turn up the volume. But yeah, I don't know. That's why my general stipulation is that if it's not hurting anybody, you know, you're doing it on your own accord, you're not making a mess or inconveniencing someone, who really gives a shit, bro? What was I looking for again? Do I even have Machops? You're killing me. We have to go to Cobalt. There you go. Well, Machop is going to be 1, 2, 3 done. It's actually not even on the list for today. I have a list of 6 Pokemon, and I read them out earlier. Sudowoodo, Bonsly, Magby, Petalil, Swinub, and Togepi. And I don't even have Machop on here. We're just going to polish it off real quick. So let's go catch some Machops, unless we get a better outbreak. I mean, sure, we could do this too. I think Machops spawn up in here. Maybe. Ugh. It's funny too, because the games that people say I spend the most time on, I actually kind of don't anymore. Like, I used to play 14 a shit ton in the early COVID days and right before it, like 2019 into 2021. I used to play 14 basically every fucking day. And now I don't really do it anymore. Like, there's no reason to, I feel. Like, yeah, there's stuff I need to catch up on and I'm behind. But like, once I get around to it, like if I do one extreme trial per month, and then a bunch of other extraneous stuff every month after that, I mean, then I'll more than complete the things I want to do. So, like, I'm not worried about it in that regard. What do we have off of Yanmega again? Ancient Power, Bug Buzz, Strong Style. I mean, I guess we'll just use Garchomp. Yeah. Just have a Strong Style Dragon Claw. Actually, this would be a good contender for Outrage, because these are low-level Pokemon. So I could put on Outrage, actually, and we'll get good progress. Yeah. Whew. Feels good to scratch your head sometimes. I love that, like, stimulating feeling when you do it. I know I'm going on a tangent. Not being able to play Starfield is going to break my brain. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I mean, even at the gym, there's people who do it as a pastime, people do it as an unhealthy lifestyle. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, there is a nice feeling when you got that flow in your veins, man. As they say, that masculine urge to lift heavy things, you know what I mean? Did I use Outrage? I think I did. And I think I have Machoke done, right? Yeah, that was last time. I get it. Everyone has that game a year that they're, like, super hyped for. For me, it was kind of Pikmin. Like, I think Pikmin and Final Fantasy 16 were, like, the top games I was really interested in this year. After that, I don't really know. I guess I'll have to see. I'm not sure what's, like, my next major game this year. And there might very well not be one. Which is also totally fine. It's not that this year was a bad year for games. I guess Metroid Prime was another big one. But I got to play that literally the night it came out, specifically because, you know, what is it? So specifically because it was a digital game, and I got the physical version of it. I'm just sad Pikmin 1 and 2 didn't get physical versions, but whatever, you know me. Need Metroid Prime 4 still? I think they're trying to re-release Prime 2 and 3 first, which I'm not against. It's just that it's a shame that Prime 4 was like one of the earliest announced Switch games, and since Bayonetta came out last year, like now literally Prime 4 is like that one Switch game that they said was coming out that has still not come out. But like Miyamoto would say, I'd rather it be good than it be quick. You know what I mean? Like Dread, obviously they put a lot of time and love into it. 4 years of development, give or take, you know, when they started. And look how good Dread was. Dread's literally the best-selling game in the franchise. I love it. It's so good. You know, this is back when I like 2D Metroids. Like, obviously, I know Metroid Fusion like the back of my hand. And if I do another playthrough of it, I have to do one playthrough of Fusion a year. Anything more than that, like, I better be insanely, like, sad or having a mental state and I need it to feel better. But anything other than, like, that, like, I don't know, man. I can't justify playing Metroid Fusion 500 times just because I know it's really good. Same thing with Luigi's Mansion. Like, technically, that's like my Halloween stream. But maybe this year I won't play Luigi's Mansion. I'll play something else. Maybe I should finish Castlevania, I guess. Especially since that's like the one Castlevania I like and kind of know a lot about. But you get my point, right? Like, there's just certain games like I like. And I'd rather it be good than it come out quick. Because there's a lot of games that came out quick and they're dog shit, or they're developed by really, you know, out there people. I mean, look at what happened with Volition. I think I might have talked about it yesterday, but Volition Games literally went out of business yesterday or 2 days ago, not even a year after Saints Row Reboot came out, which is 2 years after they announced it. And at the time, and there's a lot of different like Twitter tweets and people who are like, oh, don't worry, you know, the bigots won't play it. It's a true Saints Row game and the true fans will play it. And now they're gone. They don't exist anymore. They're done. The company was around for 30 years. And everyone's retweeting all these tweets and they're like, wow, so this aged like milk. This aged like dog shit. But yeah. There's another game called Blasphemous 2. First game was really good and the sequel just released. It's $30 though, so I'm gonna have to justify it to myself after I already bought Starfield. Even though I can't play. Yeah. Dude, that's such a crazy backdrop to like this whole arc of your life. This will be one of the gaming stories for the history books, I promise you. You're gonna remember this day, years from now. You're gonna tell like your grandkids, oh, you know, I back in the day I was ready to play Starfield and I was watching this guy play Arceus. Yeah, I'm ready for those. But what I think I'm gonna do is I want to try to save up a little bit of money. And obviously, look, I know that this is a complete one, but like, I'm gonna try to save up a little bit of money such that, like, hypothetically, I'll have a couple $1,000s to cover anything major. Even though technically I could put that money to better use by just using it right away. I think that that's what I'm gonna try to aim for in the next couple of years, is to have, like, a nest egg of, like, $5,000 that I could just sit on. And it's totally possible, by the way. I could actually do it in the span of, what, like a couple of months? But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna basically get my tax return and just do that. This time I'm just gonna sit on my tax return. Last time, what did I do with it? Did I buy games? I forget what I bought with it. It was good stuff. I just don't remember. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to save up some money so I have, you know, some kind of cushion. So, like, hypothetically, if my computer blows up, I could just go right down to my computer store and just buy a new computer. So I'm gonna turn to one of those complete lunatics that actually have a new subscription to PC Parts so I could have the best gaming experience money can buy. I mean, that's actually me and my friends a little bit. I mean, we all made the jump to PC gaming. I'm one of the few people that still plays on console. Now, obviously, if you wanted to play Final Fantasy 16, you had to play it on console, right? Because obviously, like, yeah, you could wait 6 months. A lot of people are doing it. For us, it's just like we already owned PS5, so I was like, why not? Like, why wouldn't I just buy it? Like, I'm not that big of a stickler about playing on PC. In fact, it's actually the opposite. I will usually try to avoid playing on PC where possible. We've already used Outrage 25 times? What? Sure. Gibble is slash. Yeah. Okay, what do I need to do with it? We need to catch this? Are you serious? I should just evolve Gabites. This is kind of stupid, but whatever. I'm playing and doing anything computer related on laptops for most of my life. Dude, okay, so I've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again because now you got me acting nostalgic. Way back when I was a kid, I used to play a lot of educational software games, which by today's standard don't even exist, right? Because nowadays kids just play Fortnite, right? Like, who the hell wants to play an educational software game made in the 90s and shit? But I think I've talked about this quite a lot, about, like, you know... Wow, this is a terrible angle. This isn't gonna work. Oh, music fading. Oh my god. Catching this thing is gonna be such a pain in the ass. Seriously. Just mad that I spent $1,000 every year or so to buy a new laptop. Yeah, don't buy gaming laptops. Don't buy gaming laptops, especially with the Switch and the Steam Deck existing. It's kind of like, unless it's a really specific type of game that you want to play, I just wouldn't do it. That's just my personal take on it. If you have a really specific type of game you want to play, and you know that a laptop is the only way to play it, and like you're traveling a bunch, then sure. But if you're not, then don't, because it's just not worth the money, in my opinion. Now, your mileage will vary, but with the Steam Deck being out and accessible, and then they have that new, whatever the new Steam Deck is. It's not Steam Deck, it's something else. That too, the Switch exists, right? Like, there's dozens of ways to play games on the mobile. Laptops are just not made to last for the daily use. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I would recommend just not buying a laptop, personally. Because you're basically going to buy it, and like you said, it'll be outdated in a year. So what's the point? Like, with PC gaming, you know, the PC that I bought in 2016 lasted me until 2022. Same parts. The only thing I did, I added another, was it... What? Alpha Gabite? We don't... Okay, we don't need anything from Gabite. Yeah, we don't. What level is it, though? Hold on, sorry. But yeah, the PC I bought, you know, 6 years ago, which I custom picked parts, shout out to Surgster2, because he's a genius with it. I've said this, Surgster2 is a genius when it comes to computers. So he walked me through the whole thing. He said, you know, hey, this might be what you want. You know, you're going to be doing gaming. He knows I do recordings. So he walked me through the whole thing. That PC lasted me 6 years. That was the best PC I ever had. I had a couple problems with it here and there, but it just worked. And I just feel like just buying a desktop and to do your hardcore gaming is all you need. Now, what you should have is you should have one PC that's your gaming PC and a backup, which could be a laptop or even a desktop. You know, you should have a couple PCs just in case, right? Something goes wrong. I'm not a phone dude. I hate troubleshooting off of my phone. I need a computer. I hate using my phone for anything. Even music and phone calls now. I hate using it. It's just, I don't like that system anymore. That's just me personally. Anyway, you get the point. The point is yeah, gaming on a gaming laptop is a mistake. I have a gaming laptop. It's very outdated by now. Most of my laptops are actually kind of scuffed. One of them was very low quality. Yeah, I had 4 laptops in my life that were like distinctly mine and weren't just like family use. And it's cool and all, don't get me wrong. Like, I used to take some of these to school, and I could take notes, and especially do coding and stuff with it, which was kind of nice, like being able to do that on the fly, like at my lunch break, and not have to use shitty college computers, which, you know, are very slow, they're very sluggish. You feel like when you plug your USB into it, you're getting a dirty dick memory stick back, things like that. And I'm cool with that. Hello? What the fuck? That wasn't an Eevee cry? No, it wasn't. Okay, that scared me. This is gonna sound stupid, but I didn't even know there was such a thing as minimum requirements for a game. I could understand that, like, especially if you've been playing mostly old games. Like, I think there was definitely a huge hardware jump in, like, the last couple of years. Like, obviously there's always a hardware jump, but I think there was a really big one, right? So, like, even the graphics card I use, look, my PC died at a bad time. I wasn't ready to replace it, but it was outdated. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it could play even half the games I wanted to. It could, maybe on low, but, like, I remember trying to play Division 2, and that just wasn't running at all. And, like, there's a couple other games, like 14 was the game that I played the most. Luckily, 14 is, you know, now getting a graphics overhaul, but back then, again, it was just the wrong time, but the right thing to have happen. So my new goal is just to have enough money in the bank, and just that way, if anything happens to it, I could, you know, within a reasonable amount of time, replace it, buy a new one. And that's why my old computer, actually, was right there, right in front of me. It doesn't have anything in it. I took the graphics card burned out. I had to take it out. It was smelling like smoke and other stuff. It literally burnt out. Like, literally, it burnt out. It didn't light on fire, but it was done. And I will eventually, hopefully, get to reuse this case, because this case is actually really good. But now, with the way things are with a lot of these, I don't know. I'm going to take it down to the computer store and just ask them, like, yo, what do you think about this? Can I fit stuff in it? And if they say no, then I'll just ask, look, well, can you just throw it out then? Like, I'm not coming back. Maybe they'll charge me a little bit for it. It ain't the worst thing in the world. Oh, wow, that Basculin saw me. That's crazy. Especially when I bought Baldur's Gate 3, that's just fine, and that's a modern game. Yeah, it's a little indie. I also think it's just a lot of things like, well, it's not like super indie though, to be fair. It is pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It is pretty advanced. I don't know, it really varies game to game. Yeah, not really, I don't know really know. It varies game to game. Oops. But yeah, I was trying to play Division 2. I couldn't get it to run. But my PC was mostly a 14 machine for the longest. But the other thing is also make sure you back up stuff routinely, by the way. I know this sounds really dumb, but I kind of lost a good amount of, like, my memes folders and things. And I'm really kind of salty because a lot of those memes I had from, like, 2011 and shit. And, you know, it was like general shit posting. I lost all my other Discord profile pictures and a whole bunch of other stuff, including like some personal documents and like some family photos and some family videos. Now, luckily, I never throw away anything, which works in my favor in this case. So the family videos and the family photos are still in their original forms and the forms I used to like rip them. So, like, nothing was lost there. But, like, you know, memes, again, not that great, whatever, but you just back up stuff. It's better to have a backup and just be able to, you know, update it, like, once a week, once a month. So that way, look, something is better than nothing, all right? Don't wait for it to happen to you before you say, okay, this is the month. Trust me, you're going to regret that. And I don't just mean this as, like, I'm trying to do people the service that I wish someone had told me, because if I had known that all I had to do was spend like $100 to buy another backup, I would have done it. Like, I would just cut my losses on a game or something and just buy it. Yeah, so back it up. That's the point. Just back it up. And when you back it up, buy another backup. Again, data storage in the modern era is dirt cheap, especially if you're like below 128 gigabytes. There's flash drive. They give out 120 gigabyte flash drives for free in some places. So, you know, what is a couple, like, what is 4 flash drives? You know, what, $50? Not even. I'm highballing it, maybe $60. $60 and all your like family memories are never gonna, you know, be inaccessible, because I have to go back to VHS. Well, I don't have to, but I have to go back to DVDs to get that. It's a lot of work. Remember how I talked about that Resident Evil guide? So get this. This is the best part of the story. So remember how I used to bitch about not being able to find that Resident Evil 5 guide? over and over and over and over and over again, and or the Resident Evil 1 guide, and I was like, damn, remember when I wrote that guide and it was the closest thing I made to a walkthrough, and I used it for that my first stream ever back in like fall of 2015, and then I lost it and shit like that. Yeah, I actually found it. It's on the fucking drive that's fucked up. And so imagine my fucking anger when I can't find it for literal years, and then I find it out of nowhere. Bro, man, like the universe hates my ass. There's no fucking way, dude. That is insanity. All these years I've been looking for that stupid, not drive, that stupid file. And now I finally find it, and God, that is so annoying. That is so obnoxious, man. That shit really burns me a little bit. I was looking for that thing forever. I remember that. I was like, I went through my old computer from college, the computer before that. I went through all kinds of crazy shit looking, where did I write this damn Resident Evil guide? And I finally find it on the drive that's fucking ruined. I'm mad. I am. Because all I had to do was drop it in Google Documents, right? It's a Word document. Just copy, Control A, open up a Google document, Control V, done. And I could make as many copies on all my different email accounts as I wanted to. Point is the lesson is, luckily I've never lost anything that would like destroy me. Okay, I've never, you know, had a major leak or something. Like I downloaded my YouTube channel, basically every video once a week, usually Saturday or Sunday. I go onto YouTube. Actually, Devin, are you off on Monday, by the way? Just asking in general. But once a week I go and download all the videos from that week. I go and download all the streams from that week, and then I upload it all back to my cloud, or I download it onto my YouTube hard drive. It's literally called the Spray and Pray 1000 YouTube archive. And that way, anything happens, I get banned tomorrow. No, I work. Okay, no problem. I get banned tomorrow. Fine. I mean, it's not fine, obviously, right? But like, at least my videos don't just disappear. You know what I mean? Like, at least I could say, well, I might have gotten banned, but I still have my videos. Yeah, it sucks, but I'd rather have the videos than have no channel and no videos. You see what I mean? Like, that would be, oh, that would be such a dark era. You don't even know, man. And sometimes that would be, I don't know if I could recover from that one, boys. Was it strong style? Anyway. It's not that I anticipate being banned, it's just that I'd rather not wait for some accident or freak show to happen, and then whatever, you know? Like, I'd rather just be on top of that ball chapters ahead of it, maybe even books, maybe even series ahead of it. So yeah, that's the long story short. Always have a backup. I don't care if you think, oh, I don't care about these silly memes, because motherfucker, you're gonna wake up one morning at 4 in the morning and you're gonna want to say, I missed that meme, dude. That meme was hilarious. I had some of the best damn Discord profile pictures, and I lost every single one of them, bro. Sucks. Including this one that I use, which is an AI version of Whose Man's, which I actually think looks really good. And if I were to ever become a VTuber, this is the picture I would give them as like a basis. But becoming a VTuber is expensive. And also probably just not for me. I don't know. I don't know. Still, could be kind of funny. It's funny because I don't even like classify myself as like a furry or anything like that. I just like the Catboy aesthetic from 14. And even then, I've thought about changing my race. I have. I just never did. And the reason why is because if I change Whose Man's race in that game, it just... Is it really Whose Man's anymore? It's just too late. I should have done it years ago. I probably will change my birth sign, however. From, Thaliac. Let's see. Yeah, just keep using Bug Buzz. Wait, what? What for what? Dude, I had a picture of Doalim from Tales of Arise doing the Eddie Murphy, like, thinking meme. And I swear to God they put that in the game intentionally. And now I fast forward, bro, I don't even know where the fuck I put that image. I think it's lost, and I don't know what skit it was where he did it. And oh, the Catboy? Oh yeah, my Discord picture is Who's Man's from my 14 character. We fed an image of him into, I forget what AI it was. And then we said, hey, generate images based off of this base image. And then we gave it like Catboy, red hair, purple eyes, light skin, and that's the image that it generated. And I don't have that image anymore. Like, the way that I do have it, my friend, again, Searchter, knows everything before I even know what I want to know. He found out a way to, like, download your Discord profile picture. Hello, by the way, friend. Nice to meet you. He found out a way to download it. Hello? Hello? Try not to aggro all of them, and I can't throw any of them. Good lord. It's just part of the aesthetic, that's all. I like the aesthetic. Nice. Well, we know this Star Raptor's fucking stupid. He did it in reverse order, what the hell? Nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm backing up my YouTube channel. I have a backup for my backup. Needless to say, it's a couple terabytes. Even when you account that most of my old videos are like 240p, 360p and shit, like it is a lot. I'm watching more One Piece live action. It's absolutely hilarious. Dude, my friends are loving it. We were watching some of it last night. Like, dude, whatever they did to Buggy made him into like a Joker character. It's okay. I will say this, having seen I think like 3 episodes of it, it's pretty all right. It's basically what you would expect a live action adaptation should be. And obviously I'm not just saying that because, you know, I'm suddenly a fucking Netflix dick sucker, but like seriously, like this is like the bare minimum I would say to adapt a piece of work, especially one as well known as One Piece. You know. Now, they did do a couple of the usual things, like they race swapped a couple characters. That's it. It's nothing super serious. I don't really have anything against it. I think it's a pretty... It's basically if Cowboy Bebop was this, and yeah, maybe if it had a couple cheesy jokes or something, whatever, fine, I could live with that. But I like how they show the posters for the characters and they interact with them and stuff. That's pretty cool. Now, obviously, they took some plot liberties. Not a huge fan of that. You know, they changed some aspects of it to maybe make it a little bit faster. I think if they just had a few more episodes, it probably would have been a bit better. But, you know, for the 8 episodes they're working with, I guess I could see why, like, if they absolutely could not get more than 8 episodes, the changes were necessary. So again, like I said, it's like a solid 7, maybe 6.5. And that's pretty damn good, considering the competition is like a 1 and a 3 for Netflix, for Death Note and Cowboy Bebop. I still think the best anime adaptation was either Phoenix Wright was good or Ghost in the Shell. I think but again, Phoenix Wright probably arguably one of the easier ones to do, but yeah. Yeah, Luffy is definitely smarter in this. I don't know, that could just be like them changing it. Maybe Oda came in and said, well, we need to make him a little smarter, like Luffy. I don't know. But is it ruining? Not too much. I think it's pretty fair. So... As for where I am in the anime, I'm way ahead of this up at the middle part of Skypiea. Actually, more towards the end of Skypiea. Now, do I expect them to actually get another season of this? Maybe, especially since it's been well received. Maybe they'll do the Arabasta arc up to, and including Arabasta. Do I see them going any further than Arabasta? Probably not. I really don't think that they're going to do any more than that. Just personally, that seems like a very tall order. And then at that point, you're gonna have to get a whole bunch of people together. You're now rewriting different parts of the story, and you know, again, I think they did a good job for what they did. At least for the first 3 episodes, I got no real beef with it. And yeah, that's pretty damn good. So, you know, Netflix is 1 for 3, but this is an okay one. It's not like it's barely scraping what I would consider to be decent. So, you know, yeah. What in their mind compelled them to think trying to adapt one piece of work long term? Well, maybe they're not trying to adapt the whole thing. I don't know. Have they talked about plans of doing the whole series? I don't know. I genuinely don't. I'm just thinking ahead because I know that this is a 1,073 episode anime and it's not even done yet. You know what I mean? Like, this is this has to be like the longest shonen in history. The only way there's something longer is if it was like some show. I think there's one show that's like a bunch of like short cartoons they've been running forever. But you know, like in terms of serious plot development and everything, like not even Naruto got to this. Not even Bleach got to it. I think Naruto collectively across all 3 series is like 800, 900 episodes. Which, wait, how many episodes was it again? The main story of Naruto is 135. And then it's like 80 to 90. It's like 230 episodes of Naruto, maybe. Shippuden is like 500. So that's like 730. And then I think Boruto might be peaking at like 100, 150. So Naruto is definitely below, collectively, by the way, all 3 series below 900 episodes. I'm almost, and if not, it's close to 900. I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to end the story. I think it's just going to end with, like they say, it goes up to Arlong. They're just going to kick Arlong's ass and then sail off. And what was the next arc after Arlong? Shit, this is how far I am in the series. Logtown, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure it's immediately Logtown, and then, shit, I'm blanking. I don't remember what's after Logtown directly. Was it Whiskey Peak, maybe? Whiskey Peak, the island with the 2 big dudes. Little Garden, sorry. And then, the other one. What was it? Drum Island, which I've seen on Toonami a billion times. I remember, for some reason, that was like the only arc ever shown on Toonami. I don't know why. At least the only one I ever caught, and I only one I ever remember either. But yeah. Yeah, Drum Island's really nice. I like that arc because the villain is not great. Wapol's not a great villain, but Chopper has a pretty good introduction, and I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgic for me. I love it. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to watch One Piece. I used to watch anything on Toonami, bro. It was such a good era of my life. Put on the most wacky cartoons and the most wacky anime. That's how I got into anime, dude. I love it. But yeah, I just wish they approached, you know, the other 2 live actions with the same level of seriousness. Now, obviously, there's no way they condensed Death Note, which is like a 37-episode anime, into a 2-hour movie. That's just not possible. So, like, I don't really... In that regard, I understand why they maybe had to make some changes, because they didn't... Again, I don't know who said make it a fucking movie. That's kind of dumb, but whatever. What's the other one again? Cowboy Bebop just kind of didn't have much of a reason to be the way it was. Like, Death Note just has really, really terrible character assassination. Cowboy Bebop is just really short and, like, really, I don't know, over the top. It is none of, like, the subtlety or intricacies of its original source material. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Whiskey Peak was after Reverse Mountain. I totally forget about Reverse Mountain sometimes, which is weird because that's actually the arc where they introduced Miss Wednesday and Mr. Nine. I don't know. I think at best they should just go to Arabasta, and then unless this thing becomes like a fucking viral sensation, probably just stop it there. I feel like they could get through the rest of it pretty quickly too if they have another 8-episode season. They could probably do it. It wouldn't be like impossible. I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan of adaptations, but if I'm going to be positive about it, I'll at least give them a little bit of credit and a little bit of goodwill because they didn't do a terrible job this time, which is atypical to say the least. Usually these things are dog shit. One Piece is leaps in terms of quality. The fight with Arlong is the first really big jump, then Crocodile. The next leap doesn't happen until, what, Water 7? Water 7. Everyone talks up Water 7, bro. Like, it's so crazy because, you know, Skypiea, they're literally fighting this guy with lightning powers that's, like, insanely brokenly strong. But I've almost never heard anything about him ever, which is good, because I get to actually experience it and not catch strays from my friends who have been, like, One Piece fans forever. So I think that that's kind of interesting. But Water 7 is apparently where they go, like, really big time. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I'll probably finish Skypiea this weekend. I was a little bit busy. My sleep schedule was a little bit messed up from the Pokemon shit that I was doing. But I'll probably finish Skypiea soon, which will be pretty fun. It's actually a little bit exciting that they did such a good job, you know? But yeah, the moments where... The thing I like about One Piece, and this is spoiler-free, is the moments where Luffy basically goes, like, badass mode. I actually really do like that. You know, the moment where he rolls up his sleeves, he gives someone his hat to hold on to, and he actually gets into a fight. Like, that shit's pretty cool. Now that most of his fights have stopped being him getting thrown in a cage to start with, I actually really do enjoy it more. That said, I do still think that, like, OG Naruto does have a couple things that are really well done. I know that's, like, blasphemy to my friends to like anything of Naruto over One Piece. But I do think, like, if it's not Luffy and if it's not Zoro, probably not that interesting of a fight. And pretty much anytime Nami's on the screen, I kind of want to just, like, skip it. Like, I just don't really like Nami as a character. To be fair, I also don't really like Robin that much either. But, you know. Ironically and hilariously, I actually like Vivi better than either of them. I think that her plotline, as generic and, like, Fire Emblem-y as it is actually really interesting and really, you know, just different. And I like that she's in other arcs that aren't necessarily revolving around hers. And... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be there. I like that she's in other arcs that don't have to do with her. And I think that that makes her a very interesting character. Because you would think they would just resolve her arc really quickly. And, like, no, there's actually, like, interesting plot lines as to why they can't. And I thought that was really interesting how they, like, weaved her in and made her, like, a real part of the crew. Which I thought was, you know, unique. But yeah, apparently it's the start of modern One Piece. Well, then, I don't know. If I don't like Water 7, odds are I probably won't like the rest of One Piece. So... But let's be fair here. Even if I didn't like it, I'm going to still watch it. Where is this thing? There it is. Were you standing on it? Hold on, was he standing on top of this? He might have been, I don't know. Robin gets better, Nami kind of doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. Because I know the animation style is going to change. I like this early 2000s anime style. Like, you know, like the OG days. Like, right when Naruto was around the corner to, like, completely revolutionize it. I actually miss those days a little bit, you know? Wait, I need to catch my chokes. Oh my god. I've totally forgot. I actually miss that, believe it or not. That, like, 90s style of animation. In both Western and Eastern animation. That shit was cool, man. Like, Batman, the animated series, was dope. That shit is drawn to perfection. I love that show. That is one of the most aesthetically pleasing shows I remember from my childhood. But that's the thing, like, you could put on almost anything back then and it just looked good and it was fun. Again, fun being the most interesting word to use to describe anything anymore, but I like those two. So I don't know, once we get to, like, all the modern animation techniques, like, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't know. There's something very, like, nostalgic and, like, heart and soul, I guess, for lack of a better word, about how they drew a lot of these characters, you know? When Zoro puts on the bandana and he gets the shadows under his eyes, like, that's fucking cool. I miss that. I don't think they do that much anymore. Now, where are the Machops again, real quick? Oh boy, let's see. Shiny. Alright, let's go catch 2. That's all we need. We'll see. But you know what? That's why I'm actually just glad I'm finally doing it, because I always said I want to watch One Piece someday, and I am. And, you know, I am enjoying myself, so it's not like it's the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's far from it. I actually enjoy it. Kind of watching Ed and A compared to something like Teen Titans. You respect that Teen Titans is higher quality? Yeah. That's basically exactly it. And they're both good shows. They're both, I would argue, some of the best Cartoon Network has ever put out in their history. Is Teen Titans for quality and source material, and Ed, Edd n Eddy for being, at the time, one of the most, like, original, interesting, and well-animated shows out there. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, that whole cartoon lineup was just so good. Probably not as marketable today as it was back then, but, you know, when you had Johnny Bravo, Billy and Mandy, Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd n Eddy... I didn't really like K and D, and I think everything after that just wasn't really up my alley. But like Billy and Mandy was pretty good. Megas XLR kind of bounced around from being, I think Megas was a cartoon, then on Magoozy, then on Toonami. It was really weird how much they bounced that show around, and it really is a shame that we'll never get a sequel. But anyway, I already said that before. No, I don't think, did I say I didn't like Invader Zim? I just never watched it. I wasn't a Nickelodeon kid. I was a Nickelodeon kid purely for SpongeBob and nothing else. No, I probably would like Invader Zim if I actually sat down and watched it. And isn't the guy that voices Billy also in it as well? He's also in a bunch of other stuff. This is how I know this character. He was in Star Wars. He was in Fallen Survivor. What was it? Jedi Survivor. As Turgle, I think, right? Yeah. And he's also in Destroy All Humans as one of the aliens. And he's also Raz from Psychonauts. It's actually, it's so crazy. It's such a good one, man. I love that. He's really good, man. He's really good at what he does. Yeah, I should play Psychonauts. I know Snowman has talked about it. I just never had I just never owned both games. So if I could get both games, I would totally play it. Maybe not right away, right? But like when there's like free time, I'd do it. Yeah, no, I would probably like Invader Zim, but now who knows where I would watch it. I'm sure it's online somewhere. It might even be on YouTube. YouTube probably still has fucking Yu Yu Hakusho up, and they've never taken that down. It's almost time for my yearly rewatching of Yu Yu Hakusho as well, so. I recommend Psychonauts 2 highly. Yeah, I won't play the first one, though. I remember that was another game. Remember we talked about Spyro and, what was it? Spyro and the, not the Eternal Night. New Beginning. Yeah, so a long time ago, that was also an Xbox original that you could buy on your 360. A lifetime ago. I remember that. Like, nowadays, it's all lost in the sauce. I mean, good luck trying to find any of this stuff. Which, by the way, the Xbox Live Store is not shutting down, but it's kind of winding down a little bit in 2024. So if there's anything you want to get off it, you might want to get it soon. Just so that way you're not left in the dust when they inevitably cut it. Which makes sense, because most games on the 360 are available on the other consoles. And that's one thing that Microsoft has done really well, and I have to give them credit for. Is that pretty much no games really have gotten left behind on their consoles, and that's really good. Actually, bro, could I just catch this? Yeah, because they're about to allow, what is it? All the starters into Violet, so I might as well just catch some of these. Even though I could easily breed them in BDSP. Might as well catch a level 69 here. Very nice. Season 3 has a few of my personal favorite episodes. What? Oh, it's a Walrein. Did you guys level up? Yes, you did. Okay. Let's find something easy. Hang on. Alright, I'll catch this if it's female. Nope. I mean, might as well KO it since I did all the work to bring it out. But yeah, I know there's like a lot of good cartoon shows. Like, I like that 2000s era stuff Because I feel like I could just sit down and watch any of it. Like, I could watch Rocket Power. I never really cared much for it, right? Like, that again, most of my experience watching Nickelodeon was on vacation originally, when I think in 2nd grade when we went to Mexico. Like, I had a really fun time just, like, going on vacation, like, obviously in between going to the beach and doing other stuff. I would, you know, I'd watch some stuff, play Pokemon. It was like a home away from home. It was actually really nice. And a lot of times, some years they had a Cartoon Network, which was fine, and you could watch Toonami. And then some years they had Nickelodeon. Again, it's not like... I'm just going to go on a limb and say it wasn't like America, where usually you have both, and it's like not a big deal to have both. They probably had packages that they got every year, you know, depending on who they partnered with or whatever was cheaper. And I mean, again, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. Ed, Edd n Eddy and Vader Zim were probably my 2 favorite cartoons. Dude, yeah, I love it. Ed, Edd n Eddy also has, like, one of the few, like, really good, I would say, video games based off a cartoon. Because I know they made, like, 3 Ed, Edd n Eddy video games. I actually bought Jawbreakers, which is the first one, again, twice last year. I bought it once complete in box sealed, which was by accident. I didn't know it was coming in. Did I not know? Maybe I did. I don't remember. And then I bought the cartridge. Now, I don't think I'll ever play it for the channel, but, you know, like, it was kind of cool, like, buying this game that, you know, I played as a kid. And then, obviously, the Misadventures is the one that everyone remembers. That's, like, the one that Easyscape, if you know that YouTuber, he's, like, a speedrunner. He speedruns that. I don't think... I've never watched it, but I've seen him post videos about it. So that's kind of cool. And that, by far, is the best game that they made in that series, in out of all the Ed, Edd n Eddy games. Just like how the best Yu Yu Hakusho game is the Game Boy game. And it's sad that they never made, like, a full-on Yu Yu Hakusho, like, beat-em-up style game. That's unfortunate, though. I think that would be really interesting. And funnily enough, like, I really like the Attack on Titan video game that came out for, like, PS4. I didn't play the sequel because I wasn't as into Attack on Titan at that point. Like, I like it. It's definitely up there as one of my favorite anime, but at the same time, like, I wasn't really that interested in playing it. I also bought it on Switch, which immediately, this was right after I was like, yo, Switch ports suck. I'm never doing this again. So yeah, what? Market. Thank you. Very nice. Oh. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there was one based, it was, yeah, it's Yu Yu Hakusho, The Dark Tournament. I actually own it somewhere, right? There you go. Hold on 2 seconds. Since we're not doing anything too serious, I don't know where my flashlight is. It's getting dark in my room. Of course, I don't have it when I need it, obviously. Yeah, there's like a couple of Yu Yu Hakusho games, but I have, here it is, Yu Yu Hakusho, The Dark Tournament. Oh, I knocked over my statue of Samus. It's actually a little figurine I actually really like. Let's see. I also have Zone of the Enders as well. And Stuntman. The reason I bought Stuntman is because Toonami Tom did a review of it. And I was like, yo, that's how I knew what the game was. I was like, yo, Toonami Tom did a review on this. Yeah, watch your back, demons don't fight fair, dude. This is actually a good looking game. It's a shame that it doesn't cast the whole series. I feel like, and it's got a really nice case, by the way, which I think is cool. Obviously, the Dark Tournament arc is, like, everyone's favorite arc of Yu Yu Hakusho. What is this game? Wolfenstein? Yeah, anyway. I got a bunch of PS2 games I could go over sometime. But one of the PS2 games I really want to own with box art is, like, Silent Hill 2 and 3. And, like, I know that I keep saying this. I really want to own those two. That's just me personally. Yeah, no, again, they picked the best arc of the show to do a game about. Don't get me wrong. But I would have maybe preferred a more, like... I mean, Storm didn't exist. That sucks. Unfortunately, like, Storm... like, I don't know. I feel like if it was, like, more of a level-based beat-em-up, right? Like, maybe it would be a little bit cooler, but, it's fine. I wish, like, they just had a full Yu Yu Hakusho game. The anime isn't that long, you know, like, just... You know what I mean? It wouldn't take that. Or, you know, I say that, but, you know, it would be cool. That would be really, like... That might be life-altering for me a little bit, because I love that show. Let's bring... Oh, my God. We have the whole family here now. Let's evolve this. But yeah, they picked the best one. Yeah, no, I want to own Silent Hill 2 and 3, though, for sure. Definitely. But yeah, you know, sometimes there's really good, like, movie video games or cartoon video games. Obviously, Battle for Bikini Bottom might very well be the best cartoon-based video game. And Spider-Man 2 and a couple other ones might be the best movie video game. So there's obviously, you know, some in-between and some cross-ups here and there. So it all varies. It depends what you like. You know, again, I'm not trying to, like, make a decisive, objective list. It's just, you know, there's all kinds of good stuff everywhere. And, you know, nowadays you look at a movie video game and you're like, why the fuck would anyone buy this? But back in the day, you could actually maybe find something really cool looking. Something you would never have played otherwise, which I think is part of the charm of, like, a lot of these games. It's like, well, you would have never played some of these games otherwise. And I think that that's actually really interesting. And it just shows the brand power of certain, well, brands, right? We need Slash and Twister, which is actually hilarious. Okay. Wait, I did the wrong thing. I did Bulldoze. Oops. I don't know. I feel like a video game version of that set, like, Storm style, but without, like, the guaranteed, like, fighting game stuff would be cool. You know, like, I don't know. It would be interesting. I definitely don't agree with. They messed up some character motivation for some of the villains, also changed their actual threat level. Yeah, I mean, they definitely buffed some people and nerfed a few. My boy, Klahadore, still ballin'. That's all I care about, man. I love him. That is one of the coolest villains in the show for me. And I'm several arcs in now, and I still think that Klahadore is cool. It's just a shame that, like, there's such a huge power jump between, like, people that Luffy has to fight. Like, because this is, my friend advertised it as, well, that doesn't really happen as much in One Piece. Or no, that's not what he said. Let me take it back. What he said is that the power levels were clearly defined. That's what he said. Which is true. I mean, like, they showed hockey in episode 1. You just had to wait several hundred episodes for them to elaborate on it, apparently. So that's it is what it is, right? And in fairness, I think they did a good job with hockey in the show as well. I mean, there's only so much you can do with real people acting it out, whereas when you draw the whole thing, you know. Yeah, pretty much. Dude, Morgan, they didn't tear down his statue. He's supposed to have, like, a, what is it? Not the Judas. Jeez, the Judas statue. The Jesus statue in Brazil. He's supposed to have, like, a T-posing Christ the Redeemer statue. And instead, they, like, it's just there in a shot, and they just kind of skip past that. Again, I think it's time constraints. I think they wanted to tone down some of the wackiness to sell it, you know, probably like a random, you know, people doing Netflix and chill, man. You get my point. It is what it is. It's not even like in the dismissive or the bad way, just, you know, it didn't happen. It was alright. But my boy Kuro is still going strong, baby. That guy is crazy. I love him. I don't know why. Just something about Klahadore is just the coolest shit ever. I genuinely don't know why. I just think that he's a really cool villain. Isn't killing Marine, yeah, even act that evil, which makes, if that makes sense, which I don't agree with. Yeah, I mean, again, some of it is definitely toned down to just try to get through the major bumps. They didn't want to get too bogged down in the details, which, I mean, like, in fairness, I could understand why in an adaptation some things get cut. It's very rare that an adaptation doesn't have things get cut, to my knowledge. I think the one adaptation that was, like, really, really faithful was actually Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter was, like, one of the most, like, faithful adaptations in history, right? I'm pretty sure, like, they basically cut nothing. This is a big gibble. Holy shit. Another guy, some dance. Yeah, I don't know. That felt like something that Netflix had to force in. Again, I don't... I guess if that's the extent of like some Netflix exec forcing his way and Oda having to fucking beat him back with a baseball bat, then I can live with it. It's better than Bebop, where that's like the whole show. So in fairness, I guess if we had to compromise, which I think that there definitely was some amount of compromise, yeah, then sure. I think that the people at Netflix have this really weird fucking sense of humor that they think everyone else has, and like no one else has that humor, and they just don't know it, either because they don't care or they just don't care to ask. I don't know why they think nudity is like inherently funny, but yeah, anyway. That's why, again, not to go back to Yu Yu Hakusho, but like that's why the whole Sensui twist was like one of the best twists in anime, in my opinion. Even to this day, I still think that that's like one of the most iconic scenes to me, is him walking into that room. Why? Because it was a serious fucking scene. I'm not saying that if they made a Netflix adaptation of that scene, which they're not getting to when they make the Yu Yu Hakusho adaptation, that's like at the end of the series. This is at the, they're probably not even getting past, what, the 4 beasts? They're not getting to Dark Tournament even, I don't even think, unless they completely just start skipping shit left, right, and center. But like, I don't know. I feel like people are definitely serious in One Piece to a degree. Maybe obviously they do jokes and they do the eye-popping stuff, but I don't remember anyone doing that, and I just watched this shit like a month ago. So I don't know. I just think that some weirdos at Netflix like insert, not their fetish, right, but like they insert weird shit, and it's just like, oh, well, that's the Netflix portion. And now here's the thing, a year from now, Oda will be like, yeah, that was my joke, I thought it was funny. But I mean, look, at least they took the criticism from Bebop to heart, so I guess if nothing else, you can at least say that they heard people say, stop remaking this if you're just gonna shit all over the original work and add nothing and add a bunch of cringe jokes. At least technically I could argue that they did. Now they made a much more serious, much better quality show. And I mean, like, for what it's worth, I think they should be, you know, praised for that, because that's what they should do. That's the whole point. Because if they don't do that, then like, you know, yeah. Anyway, you get the point. They did the right thing. They did like 80% of the right thing, and that's enough. The 20% is whatever. It's not Bebop levels of bad. It's not Death Note levels of bad. Now, how much Oda being executive producer makes a difference, I don't know if we'll ever know. My friends keep pointing out, well, with Cowboy Bebop, he was just a consultant, and he wasn't actually an executive producer. And I just say, well, when they first build it, it was basically the same billing. So I don't know, it could be that they know they don't want to be another, you know, butt of everyone's joke for a couple months and be shit on universally by most people. And it could also just be that they, you know, Oda was like, I seen what you did with the other people, don't do that to my thing. And they actually had to respect it, contractually or otherwise. We'll never know. And again, I think it's still the right play. It's just, you know, it is what it, yeah, it's just more realistic. It's a little goofy, there's a couple jokes, it's fine. Yeah, it's not, again. I personally just think adaptations like this don't really work that well. I think you could take live action and make it like animated or 2D. It's really hard to take something animated and make it real life, you know? I think that's really difficult for a great number of reasons. And I think they did a pretty good job, regardless of all their past whatever. Like, they did a pretty good job. Especially when Luffy is over here showing off that he's made of rubber, like, all the time. Like, he'll stretch his jaw. Or not his jaw, his cheek, like, way out. I think they did a good job. Which is more than you could say for most things, so... yeah. And it's cool, because I'm watching One Piece now. And obviously I'm way ahead of where they'll be ever. But, you know... But I just remember when they were building Cowboy Bebop, they were plastering Watanabe's name on like tons of articles. They were saying he's involved, there's no way it could be bad, you know, he's involved, this is, you know, he's saying something. And Watanabe was like, dude, what the fuck is this? I don't know what Shinji Mikami said about Resident Evil, you know, the either adaptation they made last year, either the Lance Reddick one with the 2 girls that made no fucking sense and could have been called anything else, or the Welcome to Raccoon City that completely dethrones the plot of the first two games. Like, you know, I don't know. That I could tell you all day about how that was a bad design decision. I feel like if you were gonna make Resident Evil like a movie, first of all, I just think the movie moniker and the movie setup just doesn't work with a lot of shows, especially adaptations. There's no way you could tell some of these shows or stories in 2 hours. Like, if you go look at my Resident Evil, like, knife-only run, obviously there's gameplay there or whatever, but if you look at that, right, like, even that, it's hard to, like, condense an entire video game down into 2 hours and, what, 30 minutes? It's hard. Now, even if you took out all the gameplay and made it like a movie with cutscenes and stuff, you know, I feel like if you were going to make a Resident Evil show, you should have had it be based off the first game. And maybe if you want, you could have an episode or two, like, as a flashback to, like, Resident Evil 0. And that should have been Season 1. And I think it would have done much better. And I get that they, you know, might arguably not want to just remake the fucking games, but the games are too classic for you to just ignore. You can't really fuck with something that people love on such a ridiculous level. And trust me, people love Resident Evil's story. I love it. I think it's amazing. I love Resident Evil. It's one of the few franchises I know all the lore for. Or not all, but, you know, a huge chunk of it. That, Assassin's Creed, Pokemon I used to care more. And, you know, some bits of Star Wars here and there. I'm not like my friends, though. My friends are really into it. Me, not so much. And stuff like Naruto and things, I know that. Yeah, but you know. See, Naruto got a bunch of games that went through its whole storyline, at least the original Naruto. That's why I like the Ubisoft games for. I keep talking about them because it's really this one-of-a-kind, unique game that will never come back. Like, the Ubisoft was making fire fucking games about Naruto of all things. That's insane, man. That's crazy good. I think about that sometimes. People shit on Ubisoft, but like, I won't lie to you, Ubisoft's formula kind of works, guys. It's pretty good. I love that. I love Ubisoft games, man. Which is exactly why I'm going to play Watch Dogs again next year. I'm gonna play that on like the 10th anniversary or something, Watch Dogs 1. Because I'm gonna replay it. I haven't played it since I beat it. Well, I think I played it a couple times, but not anything serious. I'm gonna play it again, because I haven't played it in forever. And I think that Watch Dogs, like, yeah, the graphic shit was definitely bullshit, and they lied about that. But as a game, I thought Watch Dogs was pretty fine. Like, I didn't really hate it like everyone did. I thought it was actually a very interesting game. I think that time I saw it before the sound effect went out. That's actually really funny. Well, you know, I liked it. It was fun. It was fun. You get to, like, stop the lights and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm favoriting these. This is getting ridiculous. Wow, he's an idiot. Yeah, nice, good shit. Did I ever master Luxray? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that was 1 in 585 right there. Boom, beautiful. All right, shiny of the stream complete. So now we don't have to worry about that. We can go back to actually fully dex completing. So while we're here, where's Lopunny? We have to defeat more, I think, right? I'm not evolving Lopunny. Thank the Lord you could just catch it. I need to defeat it. Okay. Let's go defeat it. Did I get the thing? No. I'm not, because that's a friendship evolution, man. Friendship evolutions are fine in BDSP, and I guess maybe if I'd played Sword and Shield, I would know more, but those games, you know, there's something else, let's say that. I mean, I guess what I'll also do is let's go look for red Gyarados, I guess. What the hell was that? They got me fucked up, bro. Seeing it before you hear it is actually kind of a trip. I won't even lie. Like that does kind of like confuse me for a minute. It's crazy how like I'll play Pokemon for hundreds, thousands of hours and still think I'm seeing a glitch when a shiny Pokemon shows up. Still laughing at me trying to kill Delphine in Skyrim. Yeah, dude, come on. I thought Bethesda games were all about choice. And I want choice, and then this is what they do to me. See, Fallout 4 is clearly the superior game because Fallout 4 would have let me do it. And that's the saucy take, but I don't care. But yeah, I mean, like, I want to buy Silent Hill 2 as well because I know the remake's coming out. And, like, look, I like that game. I wish I still had my paper. I wrote an essay about it for college, actually, at one point, which was kind of cool. Because I had to replay it and, like, do a bunch of stuff with it, which I thought was interesting. And, well, I don't have that paper anymore, which sucks. I didn't print it out. And I have no idea where it is. I actually have almost all the work I've ever done in college stored in a binder. But, yeah. Apparently Starfield has a good amount of choice and consequence. Good. I like that. I like it for the most part. I feel like in Fire Emblem it just makes me sad. Not because it's bad, but because it means I can't save all these characters I really actually love. But yeah, anyway. Someday you're gonna be shiny. Yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward to it, but like I said, I'm gonna let you get one stream's worth of distance from me. So that way I don't completely railroad over your progress in 2 streams or something. Like, I'm excited for it. I honestly, Devin, if I wasn't playing it on stream because we had such a good time with, like, Fallout 4, I probably wouldn't buy it at launch at all. You kind of completely changed the direction of that in my channel, so I do appreciate that because I'm actually now very interested in playing a lot of Bethesda games. Even Oblivion, which I fucking hate, I'm gonna play that and just turn everything to like nothing because I don't care about Oblivion. That speech system is garbage. The lockpicking is obnoxious. Like, yeah, I'm good. And then the best part is that once you get the lockpick, the skeleton key in Oblivion, basically all you do is you just mash auto attempt until you open the door. And that could be anywhere from 1 or 2 presses of auto attempt to maybe like dozens. But because it never breaks, you just sit there and you just don't play the lockpick minigame anymore. See, say what you will, at least the lockpicking in Fallout, and by extension Skyrim, is fun as fuck from the first time you do it to the last time you do it. I always love lockpicking in Fallout. That's like one of the few things I'm like, yes, I love doing this. Right? Every time it shows up, yes, I get to lockpick. With those games, not so much. Like, I even like the Mass Effect Simon Says lockpicking better. And people made fun of that. Which is why I don't think they brought it... Did they bring it back for the Legendary Edition? I forget. I don't remember. Probably not, if I have to think about it. I love that. I love that lockpicking. That lockpicking is fun as fuck. Very nice. Want to play Oblivion, though, since I'm pretty blind about the game? Yeah, probably after Skyrim. Or after Starfield. So what I'm thinking is after Starfield, maybe we play New Vegas. And then I put together that that thumbnail, and we play that. And then after that, we play Oblivion probably next year. Is what I'm thinking. Togepi? Eh, why not? That's good. New Vegas will be fun to play again. Yeah. I gotta figure out what console I'm gonna play it on, though. Like, I don't want to play it on Xbox, because I played it on Xbox already. And the thing is I don't think they do, like, the profile saves. Like, you saw how in Skyrim I had Prisoner, Generico, Prisoner, and Whose Mans? Like, Mass Effect 1 does that, where it, like, saves, like, the career character, and then it saves all the saves of that character under the career menu. I don't know if I want to accidentally undo that. Technically, if you want, I could boot up New Vegas, like, maybe someday, and continue that old-school playthrough now. That would be crazy, man. It's on PC. I already have New Vegas on PC. I'm sure there's, like, patches and stuff for it on PC that, you know, stabilize it better. Not that I would, you know, change the experience or whatever, but just to stabilize it. Maybe. Not super vital, though. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just play it on, like, PlayStation or something. I'll see. Although I heard the PS3 version of Fallout New Vegas is really glitchy. But who knows? That could be absolutely fucking hilarious. Knowing my luck with Bethesda glitches, we'll get halfway to the game, we'll finally get to the lucky 38, and then they'll delete my whole save. And the joke will be on me. Okay. Okay. Have I ever had a playthrough where the save data deleted itself? I don't know, actually, off the top of my head. Must have been pretty damn funny. Could you imagine watching someone's playthrough of a game and their save file gets deleted mid-game? I mean, that kind of happened to me with Pikmin 2 a little bit, but again, Pikmin 2 wasn't like a new game for me at the point, you know, like it was an old game I'd already played for the channel. I was just playing again. Like there's a difference between that and like if I booted up Starfield and then they deleted my save data, you know? There's a huge difference between those two scenarios. That'd be interesting. Uh-oh. What is it? What the fuck was it? No idea. Okay. Bonsly, what do we need? We need to do Mimic. Yeah, we should do Mimic for Bonsly. We only did Machop so far, right? Right? I think so. That's why I gotta stay on top of this. Did I do any other Pokemon besides Machop? I don't think so, right? Yeah. No, I didn't. I'm fucked up. You see more Combees leap out of trees. We need to spam Gust. Heracross we need to see leap out of trees. That's not that bad. Let's see. Overquill is to use in battle. Blissey is to defeat with fighting moves. Carnivine is to see you use strong style. We could do Carnivine. That's actually another easy one. We could literally just go catch a Carnivine and do it. I'm actually going to just go catch a Carnivine and finish it off. Where is this? Over here. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to Metroid Prime 2 Remastered. I think that's going to be a very interesting one to remaster because that was the one that people played the least, and it's the hardest. So I think that will be a very interesting playthrough to do. Trying to get right over this. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember. You showed up on the streams. So it'll almost be like an anniversary type of thing. It's like we've done everything. We're right back where we started, Godfather style. So yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I want to try to do it like all in one day. I know that's going to be really annoying. You know, like I like doing these Switch games in one sitting, or like just games in general in one sitting. I think it's cool, and it means I only have to render one video. Like Resident Evil Remake, or Resident Evil 3 Remake I did in one video. Naruto Storm 4 I did in one video. I think it will be fun. It will be fun. It will be funny, and I can do it. It just, I know Metroid Prime 2 is much longer than the first. First game was already pushing 7 hours, right? And then, like, I wasn't using optimized routes, obviously, but the first game is what, like 7 hours just to beat, right? Probably could get it down to 5 hours if I really, you know, either skipped a bunch of stuff or whatever. Second game, man, that could be like 10, 12 hours. Oh, shit. What level is it? Okay. Took 5 or 6 streams? Yeah, probably. If you just stream 2-3 hours of it, like, the first stream is obviously the one where you make the most progress. Because, you know, you get through, what, a couple of the early areas, like, really fast. I'm actually gonna catch this. Oh, is it dead? Wait, what? Oh my god. Fuck off. Would you believe that? It critically hit. That wouldn't have killed me otherwise. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'd like to try that in one stream. That could be kind of fun. I wonder what happens to a YouTube stream once it goes past 12 hours. Who knows? I guess we're gonna find out. I guess I'll start recording at hour 12 and see what happens. Because my longest stream was that Endwalker stream that was like 11 hours and 55 minutes. That would be kind of interesting. Prime 3 is... I don't know if Prime 3 is long. I just think it's annoying. I don't really know how... Again, I'm not like the biggest fan of Prime 3. Again, it's very much like early Wii bait. You know what I mean? Like, they definitely made it to appeal to like wiggling nunchucks and sticks around. And I'm good. Like, it's just not fun for me. Like the other two. The other two feel like, not dungeon crawling, but, you know, like overworld exploration, lots of guns, lots of ammo, things like that, puzzle solving and whatnot. It stops recording, so the stream will continue, but won't actually be archived? What? Oh, fuck me. Thank you for telling me. So I might as well just cut the stream at that point, then. If I get to, like, 11 hours and, like, 50 minutes, I should just cut it. And then just wait 10 minutes. And then not, you know, just to chill, get some water, and then come back. I mean, obviously, 11 hours of Prime 2, you could pretty much be mostly done with the game, I feel, if you just bulldoze the main collections and stuff. It's just a lot of backtracking in that game, and Devin knows. He knows that game is a lot of backtracking. Trying to beat Sonic Heroes, also allowing chat to kill him. Oh, I think I heard about that. Yeah. I did the thing again. I wasn't even looking, I was reading what Devin was posting. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, I feel like Prime 1 definitely has a good amount, but, like, once you know the general flow of the game, like, you could really clean out a lot of the areas on, like, your second, if not third visit. I think I was telling you about how I was trying to, like, path out the 100% item and scan collection route for that game, just, you know, on my own, like, not really looking up, like, someone else's completed guide. And pretty much it comes down to, if you want to get the Wave Buster early, which makes that one boss fight in Phazon Mines against the invisible drone like a cakewalk, you basically have to make an early trip to Chozo Ruins, which means that you have to make a fourth trip to Chozo Ruins, because early on, you need the gravity suit to get that artifact at the end of the game from Chozo Ruins underneath the Wave Buster. So what I said to myself is, because the aiming controls are just better on the remastered version, it's actually better for you to not get the Wave Buster and just kill it normally. As bad as that sounds, because at least if you kill it normally, you spare yourself going back to Chozo Ruins for no reason. Well, for the Wave Buster. You just get the Wave Buster at the end of the game, but if you do that, then there's no reason to have the Wave Buster except to kill Metroid Prime. So it kind of defeats, like, the one fight that makes the Wave Buster, like, stupidly strong. You've basically defeated that by doing that. That's like one of those times where optimizing a game in such a manner as to minimize trips to other areas actually makes the game potentially less fun to play. I religiously got 100% scans in 2. I love that game. I did that on... What playthrough of mine was it? Was it the Wii U version playthrough? I got all the scans in the game. There's always one I forget that's missable. Whether it's the Chaika adds, one of the phases of Quadraxis. Is always something, man. I know sequence breaks in one are a bit easier to pull off. I think they might have patched all of them, though. Like the lock-on to the seedling that lets you get the space jump boots early. I think they patched that. Even in the Wii version, I think they patched that. Spider Guardian. Does Spider Guardian have a sequence break? Dude, I fucking hate that fight. That fight went from stupidly hard to, like, not even a boss fight. That's how much that fight is different now that you can jump on command. It's crazy. Oh, for scans? Yeah, because you have to scan it in the tube. And if you don't even know, like, hey, that's a real boss, you're fucked. You fucked your game up. You can never 100% it. Yeah, no. That was great. I forgot about that. There's a couple other ones, like the bosses that morph. So like you'll fight the what was it, the Sand Digger, and then if you don't scan, oh fuck, you know what? If you don't scan the Sand Digger in the point like 5 seconds before it gets infested, you never can scan it. The same thing with that first boss, the one I always forget the name of, the Splinter. If you don't scan it immediately before it gets infested, you lose that. Yeah, the Alpha Splinter as well. There's a lot of bosses in that game. You just have to know how to scan. That one is a bit easier because you're supposed to fight that for a little bit. The Sand Digger immediately gets infested. It's like maybe, what, 5 seconds into the fight? Oh yeah, and the Missile Trooper as well. That's also a one-time thing. They even play boss battle music for him, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they definitely went overboard with the scans for that game. And, like, I get it, you know, it makes it more interesting in that regard, right? Like, you're always supposed to be on your toes. They definitely wanted to make a game that was harder than the original. I just don't like the ammo system, personally. That's just me. Like, because basically, in order to ensure that you don't dead-end yourself, everything is weak to Power Beam, which means that Power Beam is, like, the best option regardless of your situation almost all the time. It's unfortunate. Yes. He's right. You have to go back to the landing site and then jump back down the pit, which otherwise you would never need to do because you've already opened the fast travel point, or the gate that makes going through the pit redundant. So yes, that's actually kind of funny that you, yeah, that's actually correct. Yes. All right, what am I doing now? Just really quickly since I'm rambling. Let's just go beat up some like high level or mid level enemies. I guess we could go over here. But I like that. I like that there's, like, little odds and bits and bobs to find, you know? And that's the other thing. Like, I like putting together, like, the order in which you grab different pickups. In fact, I still have it open here somewhere. Chozo Artifacts. What is this? Static Mitigate? Oh, no. Legends Arceus Maps. Here we go. Metroid Prime Trilogy Missable Scans. I actually made one version of this way back in the day. Metroid Prime 2's missables are insane. I actually made, Okay, can I pull this? I mean, can I? Is not a question. Let me pull this up. You might actually like this, Devin. I was actually really into the Wii U versions of those games when they came out in 2015. So what I did, if I could pull up this slide, what I did is that I made this Google Doc sheet, or this Google spread sheet. What the fuck? Here we go. Basically what it is it shows you all the different like items and stuff in the game. So for example, if I scroll up here, I don't know why there's a bunch of empty spots right here, but if you scroll up here, right, and I'll try to zoom in maybe. There you go. Whoop. There you go. So like the Growler class turret right here, this is a missable enemy, right? I even have the enemy type, or the type of scan, temple grounds, trooper station. Method of obtaining it, scan the enemy, scan the enemy, scan the enemy. And the point of no return is defeating it. There's only one, right? Lightbringer. Once you obtain the dark suit, all the Lightbringers disappear. Let's see. Shredders, right? Once you get the boost ball, all the Shredders disappear. I think they become dark Shredders. Pirate Commandos. Once you kill them, they're done, homie. That's it. And in Phazon Grounds, they are being... Pirates are dead. Okay, you could tell I typed this really early in the morning. And so on and so forth. And then if you scroll down here, here you go, Chaika. Chaika Larva, Chaika, Dark Chaika, Spider Guardian. I made sure I put down everything I could think of. So, like, Samus's gunship in this game actually is able to be scanned until it enters repair mode. Why? Fuck you. Play the game again. That's like I didn't even know this actually off the top of my head. I just instinctively, I hop off the ship, I turn around and I scan it. I didn't even know that there's a point of no return for this. There you go. Gate Mark 6. Scan the gate, and if you raise it and leave the room, they're gone. Blow up all gates with power bombs should be easy. Weblings, right? The weblings that you have to shoot in Dark Agon Wastes, those are one-time spawns. You shoot them, they're gone. That's it. Etc., etc. Yeah, and Pirate Commandos, I think the only thing they do differently is they have a grenade launcher. And they rarely use it. You have to really force it out of them. But yeah, I did the same thing for Prime 1. Prime 1 is way less. And so I was trying to, like, order everything that drops in the game, basically, right? In terms of major upgrades. And that led to me creating this, right? So literally, this is like a room-by-room analysis of, like, different research, energy tanks, artifacts, power bomb upgrades, etc. I bolded bosses, right, and boss portions, right? I made this because italics, I think, is difficult to scan, but not impossible. So blast shields are actually... Wait, blast shield? Blast shield. Oh, no, this is... Is this missable? Yeah, this is missable, and it's not a boss. What is it? The locked door, I think, is the one that's not... You can't go back for. You could actually get that pretty early on, I believe, right? In that one hallway where you have to do the fast puzzles. You could actually get... Yeah, here we go. Locked door. Energy core. Etc., etc. I basically tried to populate this. I think I only got so far, though. Like, I was going down a bunch of stuff, trying to figure it out. Someday I'll get back to this, because I did most of the work for this. But as you see, I was really into this. When Remastered came out, I was like, bro, I'm going to make like a 9-hour playthrough of this game where I get everything in the game in one run. But a lot of it is like Googling and figuring out, you know, what's the earliest you could do it. So what I found, as I just said, right, is that at the start of the game, you go to Chozo Ruins. And you do it to get the most basic upgrades in the game. But what you don't have to do is go back to Chozo Ruins for anything other than the Ice Beam. And, like, yeah, you could argue, well, you're already there, go get the Wave Beam, right? Not really, because it's on the other side of the area. So, like, you have to come back to Chozo Ruins anyway at the end of the game to get the artifacts and stuff. So you could just get the... You have to get Life Giver and World. You might as well just come back then to get the Wave Buster. That's my personal opinion. Otherwise, you could put it up here, but you're going to have to double back to that room twice, because you're going to go up the tower to get the Wave Buster, and then you're going to fall in the water and get the artifact, which requires the gravity suit, which meant that getting... See, this is the kind of routing I don't usually do in a lot of games, but when I do it, I think like this, right? I'm like, well, I don't want to run back to this a billion times. I just want to get it and get the fuck out. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, I was starting on this. I never got around to finishing it, is the long story short of all that. And I put a lot of work into this, actually, now that I think about it. I forgot that I did this much stuff for it. Can I zoom out, please, Opera? Thank you. Very nice. Someday I'll get back to this and finish it. I actually have a couple IGN tabs open for, like, all the missile launcher upgrades and stuff. Scans are obviously the hard part, because they're missable. But what's hard is getting all the scans, all the power-ups, and getting all of it fast enough to get, like, a good time, right? Like, you want to get the ending where Samus pulls the helmet off, right? Because that's the cool shit, you know? She's just looking over all the chaos and destruction and then just leaves. I thought that, dude, when I beat that game as a kid, man, that's what... that's a 2002 game, motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. That's one of the best gaming experiences I ever had, and it's 20 years old now. 21 years old. I love that game. That is such a good fucking game, though. I used to do the same thing with Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Yeah, I do it with games I like. I started a Mass Effect 1 guide. Remember I was writing it as we did the playthrough for that? Now that one's a way more open-ended, and technically, if you just want to rush Mass Effect 1's story and just do none of the side quests, like, you're free to do it. Like, there's no real penalty. The game will just continue, and, you know, they kind of roughly level things around you. You could do it. Nothing's going to stop you. It's just, you know, you're missing out on a lot of content. I list of unique weapons, items, and armor, where to get it, whether it's a reward for a quest. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I like doing that. I like having stuff like that. The next game I would do this for is Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. What? What is that? A Croagunk. Oh, fuck me. Thank you. Dude, I'm telling you, all those hours grinding out certain Pokemon are starting to pay off. Like, I'm just flying over here and finding shinies. And there's nothing sexier than math, bro. I'm telling you. Watching the, you know, the numbers aligned right there that I got a shiny. I love that. That's such a good feeling. Anyway, what was I saying? Shiny time to end stream. That's the second shiny. Oh, wait, what do we need from Petalil again? A small one, I think? Yes, we need another small, and we need to defeat 3, which could be moderately annoying. But yeah, I like doing that for games I really like. Especially games that have a lot of replayability. But like I said before, you know, like, I like these games and all, but I have to not only ever stream Fusion and Prime and all this stuff, you know? Like, I would like to play Wind Waker again. I don't know if they're going to re-release Wind Waker, like, in a year or two. There you go, done. Obviously, if they do, it's not like the end of the world or something, but it would be nice to not replay it. I mean, to be fair, I never played GameCube Wind Waker, which is a little bit different, unlike Twilight Princess HD, which didn't really change too much to my knowledge. GameCube Wind Waker actually, like, progresses through the game differently. So that could be, like, a different kind of playthrough. Basically, you need to grind money towards the end, but you get my point. It's at least something different, you know? So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Really? Eh, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. We need to defeat it. Why did I say that? Oh, it doesn't eat it? Well, doesn't matter. Distracted it. That's all I care about. But yeah, I was thinking about stuff like that, you know, for a lot of games I really like Resident Evil Remaster. When I did that stream, I didn't actually save Chris at the end of the game, which was kind of unfortunate. But I in my head, I was like, I don't know where I am timer-wise. And I obviously didn't want to throw it away because I was doing a no-save knife-only run. Very easy or not, there's actually a lot of instant death traps. I think there's 2. There's like 2 instant death places in Resident Evil Remake. And I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to die, right? There's actually 3 technically, because there's these like cockroaches that mutate, like mutant cockroaches, that there's a part of the game where you basically have to transfer like super, like nitroglycerin, like heavy duty fuel, and if you fuck up, you blow up and you die. Like that's literally the part of the game. If you fuck up, you die. Like, it blows you up and it destroys the lab. So I remember doing that portion, obviously like nervous as hell, with my heart in my throat, because I'm like, if I missed a single cockroach, I'm dead. Because you literally cannot run with it. I think every second that you run with it, it increases the chance of your next step blowing you up by like 5% or 10%. But yeah, anyway. This motherfucking live action made parts of Kuro's staff. Yeah, I saw that. Yo, Ash, welcome. But yeah, I was very much worried about that. And that was the primary reason I didn't go save Chris. I think I collected like 2 of the 3 items you need to save him. But yeah, anyway. Don't worry though, the canon version of events is not in any version of Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3. So you can rest easy knowing that no matter what version of the game you play, whether it's the remake or the modern version, it is not the canon version. And you can take that one to the bank, I guess. I don't know. They had the perfect opportunity to rectify that in the remake, and they chose not to. Which is pretty much the one thing I was like, yeah, well, if you're trying to get into Resident Evil's story, like, you have to understand that Resident Evil 5 was pretty much the bedrock of the lore for the series. Because a lot of those early PS1 games had multiple endings. And so therefore, a lot of it was, we don't know what really happened because, you know, it's ambiguous, right? It's each ending isn't different enough that you couldn't tell besides Resident Evil 1, where, like, if people are dead, obviously they couldn't show up in later games. And that's originally why people thought that Chris's campaign was canon. Because they were like, well, Barry doesn't show up in Resident Evil 1 or 2, and he only shows up in one ending of Resident Evil 3, the original. And it wasn't until Resident Evil 5, where Resident Evil 5, and I shit you not, flat out looks you in the eyes. That's right, the game stands up and looks you in the eyes and said there were 5 survivors. Rebecca, Chris, Jill, Barry, and Brad. And they look you dead in the eye and they tell you this flat out in the history section. And honestly, that without that section, so much Resident Evil lore would just be completely ambiguous. So you know what? I really appreciate that they took the time to do that. Because so much of the history of Resident Evil would just be, I feel like Barry should have done it, so he did. and it would not be as good, trust me. Yes, I love the lore of Resident Evil. How did you know? In fact, I keep saying that. I need to download my Resident Evil 5 game save. Because I put a lot of time into that. I remember being able to download almost every save I made, actually. Alright, let's go back. For Bucci, you play a character in the Cats movie? Then isn't that perfect casting? Okay, very nice. That's probably how they were like, yo, who knows how to act like a cat on stage? And then they're like, this dude. And I'm like, yep, checks out. Love it. Okay. Now I just have to use slash a bunch. And then we need to give Pet a little food. Nah, we'll come back. Yeah, there's a lot of data that's missable. In Prime 1, I mean, if you miss that first data on that one room with the turret, you're just screwed, man. I'll never forget that one. Prime 2 is a lot more missables. That's why... And there's no, like, defined list that I could find. Maybe someone's made a YouTube video about it. I probably should check YouTube. But I feel like no one has made a YouTube, like a concrete list, because I'll go on different pages and then someone will show up and say, no, this is also missable. And then someone else will say, no, you could get it later. And then I'm like, so what is it? Is it missable or hard to find? So yeah, you know how it is. Oh, it's back here. Huh. Oh, never mind. He was wrong. I could believe it, though. And it wouldn't even be a negative. It would actually be a positive in this case. It would actually be a positive in this case that you played on Cats the movie and you work for Captain Clahador. Yeah, that's only a W. That's not an L. In that case, that is a casting W. Oh, fuck. Do I want to do this? Not really. Let's go back. I think the whole cast of that One Piece adaptation is like new people as well. So for what it's worth, they didn't just get the same 5 actors. You know, like they didn't get like a whole bunch of like really popular people to do it. I'm pretty sure most of the cast has never had like a really big role. And so because of that, like, I think that's also like a really cool thing as well. Is like, now you have, not only is it something new and refreshing, you also have people who've never really had a big breakthrough basically being cast in an adaptation of one of the biggest anime. But does someone have a shiny Ursaluna but male? I don't think mine's male, and I also really don't want to give it away. Sorry. Also, hi. Yeah, no problem. Welcome to the stream. I hope you get it, though. Because I know it's red, and I think that that's, like, a really cool color. Not that green Teddy Ursa is nostalgic for me, but whatever. Alright, let's leave, and I'll reset. Also, hello. Hi, hello, welcome, bonjour. Yeah, hold on. This is my first time here. Well, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a wonderful end of summer into early September. And most of all, you know, just having fun with Pokemon and stuff. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for picking my stream. I appreciate it. Okay, let me check my Discord just really quickly. Because when What's-His-Name comes home, we will actually be recording. Okay, he is home, but I'm not gonna... I'll wait a little bit. I'll wait a little bit. Yeah, okay. Probably at like 10, maybe like 9:30ish. I'll probably be done here, just because I am gonna go record. But for right now, we can, you know, it's fine. Nothing too hectic. That's good. I'm glad you had a great day. I'm glad everyone has a good day. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, feel good about it. How to make a full moon? You literally have to just wait past time. There's no way to force a full moon in this game, unfortunately. It's not like some other games where you could, like, I mean, yeah, you just have to randomly do it. So if basically you fast forward to nighttime, and if it's not a full moon, you just fast forward a full day, and you keep doing it until it is a full moon. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of that in this game, where, like, there's certain things that would be better if you could force it. That is, unfortunately, not one of the things that you can force. You are bound by moon patterns. Which is funny, because Wind Waker also does a similar situation, but you could find the ghost ship at any point in Wind Waker. How is that not a one-shot? What the hell? Oh, I need to use Slash. I fucked up. Oh, God. Ha. Trying to find any shaking trees. Oh. No, that wasn't shaking. So how to hunt a Darkrai? I forget how you do the Darkrai mission in this game. I think either someone in town gives it to you. I don't think it was a mystery gift. I'm pretty sure it was just like you go to talk to Darkrai. You can only catch one, though. So, like, it's whatever the quest is. The quest is self-explanatory. As long as getting it doesn't require a mystery gift, then that's fine, right? Yeah, there's no legendary Pokemon in this game that you can farm. You only get one per save. What level is he? Same level? Shit. Bro, how could that have possibly done that? That's so insane. Wow. Do I have a Voltorb, a shiny one? Yeah, I have a couple, but I'm not really looking to trade any of my shinies at the moment. If I were you, my biggest thing I would probably say is max out the decks for them. And just eventually you get it. No, don't apologize. No, that's not. Again, you could ask. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not gonna bite your head off for asking. And I'm a shiny hoarder, unfortunately. I have so many shinies in my boxes My game is slowly becoming unplayable. What was I doing again? Alright, we could leave, actually, because there's no reason to be here anymore. I actually have to move the shinies I just caught, by the way. I'd like to get one more completion for this. I'd like to get one more Pokemon done, but it's either got to be Togepi or Gabite. And we need something like reasonably low level that Gabite can solo. And I don't know if we'll have that. Let's try Ghastly, maybe. Yeah, Devin doesn't play Arceus. I don't think Devin plays any Pokemon games, lucky as he is. What is it? What do you need help with? You have a... Let's see. Ah, dude, this is always so annoying. Other than Violet? You have Violet? I know you say one time. When was this? I play Sword and Scarlet. Oh yeah, I played Sword, but then I played Violet. I eventually want to go back and play Shield. I think playing Shield will be pretty fun. What the fuck, dude? This is the second stream in a row. That hurt. Holy shit. It's a male as well, so we can get a male Gallade. Very nice. That's an alpha, which I'm not doing anything. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, maxing out Pokemon in the dex is like the best thing you could do in this game. You would never get this kind of luck in any other Pokemon game. I mean, statistically, you literally won't, because all these stats only exist here. You know, well, I played Violet? What? I don't remember this. I was too angry when I streamed it, dude. I got a shiny Paradox Pokemon. What is a Paradox Pokemon? What is a Paradox Pokemon? Oh, one of the weird... Yeah. Dude, I hate that all the future Pokemon are Chrome. Exclusively Chrome. It's the lamest thing, man. Alright, what was I doing again? Wait, we finished Gengar? Oh, I have bad memory. I don't even remember this, man. I was using I was using the Alpha Gengar. Oh, sorry, Devin. My memory is bad. I forget. Sometimes I'm really spot on with my memory. This is one of those times where I'm not, and I don't remember at all. That's just on me. I just don't know. That was a long time ago in a whole other time period of the streaming career path lines, whatever. Okay. Yeah, we just use Garchomp. Garchomp, strong style bulldoze the whole time. Or no, let's use Outrage. What? This glitchy ass game scared the shit out of me. I've never gotten to toggle options in the menu. That scared the shit out of me, man. Are you complete the Pokedex? Yes. If you want, on my channel, there's a whole playlist of streams. I've streamed every time I played this game, and I beat it. What was it? Stream 10? Not even. It was like stream 7 to beat the main story, and then stream 10 or 12. And then since then, all I've been doing is just shiny hunting for like a year and a half. We're gonna go on 2 years by March, or by, what was it? Like by late January of next year. I don't play it. I haven't played it every week. There was. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That was moderately terrifying, actually. That was actually kind of scary. I've never seen the shiny sound effect just pop up in your face like an actual jump scare. That was actual. Oh yeah, by the way, I caught a shiny Jumpluff and a shiny Tarantula or Taran whatever in Violet. There you go. Look at this. This is insanity. Dude, that's actually kind of really funny. That's actually really funny. You know, maybe I'll actually make that a stream bump. I might actually make that into a stream bump, now that I think about it. Well, I need 189 of Pokemon. If I have some duplicates, I'll trade you some. Like, do you want a Garchomp, Dark Knight? Because if you want a Garchomp, I'll give you a couple Pokemon. Now, they might not listen to you depending where you are in the story, but like, I have some extras. I'm totally cool to trade some if you want. All right, perfect. When I get back to town, we'll trade. Just give me a minute. Let me empty this out, and then I'm happy to trade. Because now that's what, shiny number 4 today. What did we find today? We found Luxray. What did we find? We found a Luxray, a Croagunk, a Ralts, and now a Ghastly. That's insane, man. Trying to make it a full moon? Yeah, no problem. No problem. This is why I like digging through mass outbreaks. You're way more likely to get a shiny. It's 1 in something something. I forget what it is. I need to put that shit on stream, or on screen rather. It's 1 in 128, I think. Pretty sure it's something like that. It's really low. It's really low. We're never gonna have shiny odds this good again. I think they just really want to incentivize people to play this game for longer than a week. And ironically, by not having any DLC for it, they kind of shot that in the foot harder. I never tried to do a shiny max outbreak. Yeah, a massive mass is kind of not worth it, but if you're there, you know, nothing wrong with it. On right spray, I'm almost level 70. Level 70 on Fisher, yeah. See, you're putting in work. I can respect that. You're getting somewhere with it. Alright, Devin. You have a good one. Always fun talking. And I will see you, well, maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Sunday. We'll do something fun on Sunday. You have a good night. Enjoy yourself. And I will try to enjoy mine. Or maybe I already am, because we got a lot of shinies, so I guess I'm happy about that. Let's grab you of it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Are we going to get jump scared by the subscribe alert in a minute? Why is it so delayed like this? Is it working? It should be working. If not, I'll play it manually. It should work. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, let me go back to town. We'll trade some Pokemon. Oh shit, village pastures are nearly full. Yeah, give me something you don't care about. So that way I can release it guilt-free. That's all I ask, because I have too many Pokemon in this game, and it's starting to become a problem. Every stream. Ash knows. Ash knows that every time I play this game, we inevitably run into the message of there's not enough, the pastures are almost full. Did I hear of the DLC? Yes, I will be playing the DLC for Violet. Absolutely. That is already confirmed. I already bought it. Well, bought in quotations. I've used all my Nintendo credits to not pay a dime, which is the only reason I'm playing it. But yeah. Okay. And what? Oh, shit. Why would you want, like, Pokeballs with that? That is so weird. Wait, how much are the rare candies? Honestly, it's better to buy rare... is it? I guess it's not technically... No, it's actually not. Because these are items you can't really get otherwise. Unless you do a distortion. Alright. This is going to be our code. Let me know when you're ready, Dark Knight. What? What is going on in this? Why do I have the same window? Twice. I'll push start in a minute. No, alright, perfect. So I could do Garchomp, maybe like some of the high levels. Garchomp is the highest level Pokemon in the wild, to my knowledge, in this game, which is fitting because it's at 85, which before Platinum, I think, was the highest level trainer Pokemon. And then Barry, the rival, I should say. Wait, where did I catch that that Garchomp from earlier? Or where did I evolve it? Here you go. There you go. Ah, hell, I'll move this into Violet. Whatever. I gotta open up Violet anyway. Or maybe Scarlet. One or the other. I just caught this one today, actually, which is funny. I caught it with, See, because you could get an alpha Garchomp from at 100% of the time. It's not a big deal. Hopefully it helps out either with the decks or beating the game. Gotta see what else I have. Well, let's see what else. Dude, why is it so hot? What else do we have? Was this the Pylo? I think I'm using that Piloswine, right? Why do I have two? Why do I have two? Why do I have two? Am I bugging? Or is this a 100% guarantee to spawn? I don't think I need both of these, right? Oh, yeah, here you go. It's already ready, so you could evolve that into Mamoswine right away. It'll just teach it. Oh, it already knows Ancient Power. There you go. Well, I'm going to keep one of them so I could finish the decks for Piloswine. But I'm happy to give you the one that, you know, the one I don't really, the lower level one. And I gotta think of what else I have that's like readily available and not just like Petalil, Petalil, and Petalil over and over again. Very nice. I'm in my house on my computer. My sister having a sleepover on their friends. Oh, that could be noisy, I guess, right? I've never really had like any sleepovers or anything. When did I catch this? There you go. Only have a billion of these. Only could catch this whenever. Did I catch this from an event? Or, I'm sorry, did I catch that on the mountain? Or did I catch that from a what's it called? I forget. I don't even remember. Oh, it's just you only. Oh, okay. I thought they were there at your house. Never mind. My bad. Man, it's a shame the Apricorn balls are not in this game. That is such an L. That would have been such a perfect fit for this game. I would have loved that. That would have been so good. Or like Pokemon Legends Johto. I mean, Kanto at this point is implied to be like a thriving period, you know, like a thriving area, so I don't know, that would have been kind of cool. I guess I could give you Dusk Noir as well, since we could catch this anytime. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make a Legends game again. I think this is a one-off thing, though, unfortunately. Well, I mean, Apricorns grow all over the place, right? Oh, you mean the colored Apricorns? I guess. I just think it's that they didn't really think about putting it in. I don't think it's like a lore thing. I think this is one of those things where the lore is dictated by what they did or didn't want to do, and not because they wrote the lore and therefore the gameplay had to follow it. I think they just didn't want to put it in, if I'm being honest. Can I pick a Pokemon? Sure, but I'm not like a shiny or something. And again, I need to make sure I'm not going to use it to complete the decks. Because, like, if I'm going to complete the decks, I want to make sure I have the Pokemon I need. Alright. What is it? We gotta... Well, in here is just a mess. Most of this... I haven't really touched some of these boxes in ages. Is this someone's? Yeah, this is Photonics. Okay, I'm keeping that. Because he gave that to me. Well, unfortunately, you want Leafeon? I have... Where I get... No, that's an Alpha. I need that for the thing, right? Where's the box with all the... with all the EVs? Oh, it's a spare Alpha Leafeon? Oh, yeah, okay. What is this? Oh, and this is all this stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, I took a Scizor out of my game. I need to bring it back, because I took it out for the Mewtwo event, and then apparently the Mewtwo event it's not even good, so that's fantastic. Thank you. Truly my greatest ally in my hour of need. I'm really annoyed by that, by the way. Generate 4 Mews. Yeah, I'm like I said at the start of this stream, I'm never pre-prepping for a raid ever again. Yeah, I don't know. Since this thing knew Calm Mind, I was like, oh, dude, this thing is gonna... I didn't think it was even gonna know anything. I thought it was gonna know Nasty Plot. No, it knows Calm Mind, so you're fucked. We're fantastic, dude. Anyway, we're gonna need a 4th for tomorrow, Ash, so regardless of what you do, we're gonna need to, like, find 4 people to do this. Apparently, a Alolan Muck is really good for this raid as well. But, again, there's no way to get a Alolan Muck without importing it. Do I have Mr. Mime? Probably. Let's see. There's no way to get a Alolan Muck without, importing it. And, again, I'm not paying to import anything, so... What is this? Level 18. What's the other one? Level 58. I think I need the 58. Do I have another one? Shiny. What level is this one? I have a 77 Mime Junior. Yeah, if it doesn't matter what the level is, I'll just give this. That's crazy. The Mime Junior is 77. That's exactly why I caught it. Well, I just want to make sure that we have a 4th that actually will, like, listen or knows what to do. I don't want to do it with an AI that's just going to die the whole time and basically feed Mewtwo nonstop. Like, that to me is just not fun. Unfortunately, like, it's just not fun. Like, I just need people that IV train, EV train, nature, item, movesets, etc. And I can't do it anymore. I can't play with people that don't take the rating seriously. Which is ironic because, you know, you would think that, oh, this is just a game for kids, whatever, blah, 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 stupid shit. But yeah, anyway. What is easier? What is easier to hunt shiny Pokemon, grind or finding? Max out the Pokedex. There is literally no reason to not max out the dex of a Pokemon you're trying to shiny hunt. Period. I promise you, whatever Pokemon you're looking for, your best bet is just to, you know, put your nose to the grindstone and then max out that page in the Pokedex. I need help to hunt them. Yeah, I mean, obviously, at this point, this Pokemon Arceus stream playlist is 98 videos long. I don't expect you to sit through 250 plus hours of stuff. But there's, like, a lot of things I've learned about this game from doing, like, very specific stuff. So, like, certain Pokemon spawn 100% all the time. Other Pokemon don't. Things like that. So, like, if you have a question... Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. I'm saying, like, if you have a question, like, where a Pokemon spawns, I can answer it. So if you want to, you know, just drop some names or something, I pretty much more or less know it by memory. And if I don't, I could just consult the Pokedex. Alright, I'm going to quit then. I guess I'm putting these Pokemon into my Violet. I guess, I don't know. I feel bad releasing Pokemon sometimes, especially Pokemon people trade me. Like, if it's a Bidoof or whatever, sure, but that Growlithe, probably not. Maybe I'll evolve that Sneasel and move it over. And you sent me a Gligar? Okay, anyway. I don't have any room. Okay, let's look for Eevee really quickly. Someday that's what all my Pokemon streams are going to become, is me looking for Eevee. Well, I mean, at that point, I might as well just go back to BDSP and try to get the thing to 5, which would be insanity. I need a Shiny Voltorb and Zoro and a Growlithe. Well, those are pretty easy to fulfill, so, like, that doesn't take that long. And plus, those pretty much are guaranteed spawns. That's exactly what I would do, is I would just max out the things. Max out the dex entries, right? It'll take like a couple hours each, maybe less, depending on how much you've interacted with them before. And then after that, it's cake. Think about it. Once you max out that dex page, every single time that Pokemon spawns, instead of it being 1 in 819, it's 1 in 585. Needless to say, that is a huge increase. And we're not even talking about, like, mass outbreaks or something where it's down from 1 in whatever to 1 in 128, which is insane. 1 in 128, that's what? That's a really low chance. That 4th person might be popping in soon to your stream. The problem, I need an Ursaluna to be on my decks. Yeah, so once you have the peat block, it's just a matter of waiting for the full moon. Just keep fast forwarding time. And then once you do that, that's easy. I mean, the hard part for Ursaluna is just having peat blocks in the first place, right? Can I ask someone to trade it? Do I have a spare Ursaluna? I have that one that I caught ages ago. Do I have a spare Ursaluna? Oops. Do you have a... No, what is it? You have a peat block? How many do I even have? One for the Dex, one for... That's the one from the clip that I have, and then this is the shiny. I don't really have a spare, unfortunately. I need to move this one out into my Violet anyway, the one that was up a tree. That was so good. We're going to keep that Ursaluna forever, bro. It's going to be 10 years from now. I'm gonna turn to Ash and be like, yo, you remember this Ursaluna that climbed the tree? And I'll be like, oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's going to be such a really stupid thing. Alright, we need to use Gibble. Which is perfect, because these Pokemon will not flee. And then we need to go fight Lopunny again. Shiny big green bear Pokemon. Actually, Shiny Ursaluna's red. They changed the color. I love it. I love that Paris does not flee at any level. It's so good. Thank you. Might actually get this done today. Yep. It is a red, like a maroon colored bear. Very nice. I just wish Dusknoir was red. I don't know why someone made shiny Dusknoir like blue-gray. That is so terrible. That is awful. They need to give another evolution to Dusknoir or Dusclops that doesn't have that terrible coloration. Do I want support Mew or attacker Mew? I have no idea. Probably attacker since it's fun, but whatever. I don't know. I never see Dusknoir. If you go to Cobalt Coastlands, there's a Dusknoir that spawns to the west of the Coastlands camp every time you enter the area. 100%. Cannot miss it. Slash. A shiny one? Oh, there's no hard way to get a shiny guaranteed. The way you get a shiny is just playing the game long enough, having the dex odds in your favor as much as possible, and just getting lucky. If you could find a Duskull, you could just evolve it, obviously. That's probably what I would want. I'll set up my game if you want to trade real quick. We'll just do it tomorrow. Because, what's his name is free tomorrow. Also, it's shiny. Of course it is. I kind of want to get a Mightiest Mark on my Mew. but then I'd have to completely redo the EV spread, and in this game, that's such a pain in the fucking ass to do, I really don't want to do it. Like, honestly, Violet is so shitty because if you want to reset EVs, you're basically shit out of luck. You have to find berries on the ground to feed to your Pokemon, and this is the thing that pisses me the fuck off about Game Freak, dude. Y'all already designed a system to not have to do this. Like, that's what annoys me. So, like, honestly, grinding down your fucking effort values in Violet is such a pain. And this is a Pokemon I can't just replace. Like, I can't just catch a new one. I already changed its Terra type. That is such a huge step backwards for Violet. I'm sorry. That is, like, the one thing about that game I really don't like. And is that you cannot change effort values once they're set. Like, it's a pain, man. I just hate that. That's the worst part of it. And it's like, how did you make the game and not think of that? Because you clearly put effort in to not have that system in BDSP. BDSP having old mechanics makes it so much better than its contemporaries in that regard. It's so stupid. Because they were forced to put it in, because otherwise you could argue that the DS game had more content, which it did. But yeah. Anyway. You have an Ursaluna shiny one. I mean, if you have a shiny Ursaring, you might as well just wait until the moon turns full, dude. Like, just keep pushing time forward. Use the bed. Literally just keep sleeping in the bed until the time is, until it's a moon in the sky. And you want to know, you don't even have to check to see if it's a moon in the sky. As soon as you sleep in the bed and fast forward it to the next nighttime, just open your bag and see if it lets you use the peat block on your Ursaring. That's it. You don't even have to you don't even have to look at the moon to confirm it. Just wait and see what the moon phase is. Or just open your bag and just say, hey, can I use it? No? Okay, fast forward. Hey, can I use it? No? Okay, fast forward. Hey, can I use it? Yes. Alright, we're done. Like, that's what I would do. You don't even have to, like, open up, you know, look at the sky or whatever. Like, because if it's a cloudy day, you can't see that. So you might as well just open the bag and just look at it. What is it, the Staravias? Who's aggroed? What? That didn't even make any sense. I think I aggroed this, because why else would it move first? Bibarel's not that fast, I don't think, right? Without Aqua Jet. Did you have to teach Pokemon how to surf in BDSP? I can't remember. I think they removed that, right? That was like, that's definitely a W if they did. I think they took that out. Which is, I don't blame them. Like, having to get badges in order to surf is, like, just kind of dumb. And that's also how you completely deadlock yourself in most Pokemon games. Needless to say, you can lock yourself out in Pacifilog Town, and then the game becomes unbeatable because if you don't have any way to surf, you're stuck on the island. Can you move? Man, that's annoying. Damn Staravias. It wasn't even good enough. Because it's... whatever. What happened? Oh, nothing. I was just saying that you should just... instead of, like... You already have a shiny Ursaring. Just stand next to a camp. Stand next to the bed and just keep fast-forwarding time. And then open the menu when it's nighttime and just see if you could use the P block. And if you can't, then, you know... It's fine. Like, then just keep fast-forwarding until you can. You don't even have to look up at the sky to see the moon phase. That's an unnecessary step. Dude, how is a level 16 doing 50% of my life bar? This is such bullshit. I'm more than twice its level. It does 50% of my life bar. 45. Like, the damage calculations in this game suck. So much cock. It's insane. It's so bad. This game is a nightmare. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad they're safe. Glad they didn't wander off or something. Alright, let me go look at this over here. I think that's the one I need to catch. It's just annoying trying to catch these, like, Cricketune and Pseudo-Widow. They're just annoying to catch and not be seen. Especially Pseudo-Widow, because they all get alerted at once. That's just very annoying. I might try next time there's a Pseudo-Widow outbreak to catch as many as I can in one run, and then go back to bed, sleep, wake up, and see if that resets, like, the whole aggro thing. It probably won't, but it's at least worth a shot. I don't have anything to lose. Who is messaging me like crazy? Oh, man. Very nice. Alright, we gotta do one more defeat. Let's get this package up here. I have to empty out my pastures again. I'm past it. What level are these things? 19. They attack together? No. That's actually the saving grace of a lot of the encounters I have, is that these Pokemon do not attack together. Bro, 27 damage from something more than half my level. Almost half my... No, more than half my level. It's nuts, man. The damage calculation in this game is just so awful. I hate to complain about this. I've known it's like this for a year and a half, and even I'm still kind of blown away by how ridiculously stupid it is that it does that much damage for nothing. My luck to get a shiny or to get a full moon is pretty bad. Well, the full moon is guaranteed. Like, theoretically, you might never see a shiny ever again if you're just that unlucky. Like, now, obviously, from now until the day you die, it's not likely to never see a shiny, right? Like, that's statistically almost an impossibility. But, at the same time, it's not guaranteed. The moon is in phases. So you probably just caught it at the wrong phase where it's, like, looping around. Like, full moon just happened and you missed it. And now you're just waiting for it to loop back around to a full moon. Because the moon phases aren't random in this game, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's like any other game, linear, right? Like it waxes and wanes like a real moon. I think you just got really unlucky with when you started the phase. It's actually one of my favorite parts of Wind Waker, though, as well. Okay, can't hit that. I mean, trust me, my luck is usually really bad. Like, there have been streams of this game I've done where it's been 3 hours and I don't see a single shiny, and I'll actively look for them and not find it. And then there'll be streams where I'll just show up and get 4 shinies for doing nothing. So it is basically, at the end of the day, completely random. You have no idea what you will or won't get. You know, like, all you can really do is just play the game more and try to up your chances by doing the Pokedex and getting the shiny charm. Your first goal after beating the game should be to get the shiny charm. Which is just to find every Pokemon in the game. Right? Or is it to complete the deck? No, it's to complete the dex to rank 10 on every Pokemon, except legendaries and No, except on mythicals. Arceus doesn't count. No, Arceus does count, yeah. What if you change the time on the Switch? It doesn't do anything. The time is not locked to the Switch's time. Oh, do you mean sitting on the bed? Yeah, you should do that. Just sit on the bed. And then fast forward to Nightfall, yeah. But none of these Pokemon games operate on Switch time anymore. They've done away with the day-night cycle being realistic. Now it's just whatever the game feels like. So yeah, you could just sit on the bed and just say, hey, I want to go to nighttime. And then check and see if you could use it from the inventory. But yeah, a lot of the new Pokemon are really annoying to get. Either the move Pokemon or the, Peat Blocks are rare. Black Augerite is not that rare, but Peat Blocks are really rare. That's why I don't have a lot of Ursalunas, because it's a pain. You have to dig them up manually, and again, I assume that eventually they'll maybe put a way to get those Pokemon into, like, into Violet and stuff, but as of right now, I don't think there is. I just import the Pokemon. That's it. Very nice. So now I think the whole... Well, no. Gibble and Gabite are done. Now we have to do more. We should just do Bonsly while we're here, actually. Just get that done and dusted. Alright, let me go back. Back to my Pokemon thing. What do we do today? Machop and what else? What else did we complete? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to go through this shit. This isn't the second Pokemon we completed today, right? Didn't we do another one? Was it Petalil? What time to use a full moon? It should be whenever it's nighttime. I'm pretty sure. Gibble. Okay. I don't think there's like a specific time of night you have to use it. Just as long as it is nighttime. And a full moon. I don't think it matters beyond that. What? I didn't mean... Okay, well that doesn't do anything. That's fine. Alright. When did I catch this Gibble? Let's see. Probably early. Probably last year. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, February 2nd. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad kind of releasing a lot of the OG Pokemon that haven't really been done anything with or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, so you go up there. Snorlax goes over here. Ralts goes here. And my second one was Korrigan. Very nice. What else? What's Magnemite require? I feel like we should do Magnemite so we could evolve it. What do some of these other Pokemon require? Let's see. Mimic, and we need to defeat a bunch, and then we need to Agile Style it. Huh. That's not terrible. Yeah, Mr. Mime is another Pokemon that could be easy to complete. Let's do yeah, let's do Swinub. Let's get Swinub out the way. Where's the Alpha Swinub I have? Here we go. Because all we have to use is Ice Shard, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Ice Shard, Ice Shard. Oh, here's Magnemite. No, oh, dude, you have to defeat 10 Magnemites with ground moves? Oh, come on, dude. Really? Like, why would they do that? That's so annoying. Maybe someone in the village fights with a Magnum. Oh, that sucks. That's actually, like, That escalates Magnemite way higher for like being annoying. That's really frustrating, man. Okay, whatever. It just reminds me that the whole back end of the Pokedex, we are like nowhere close to being done with. That's really what this all reminds me of. Okay, so what else was I doing? Swinub. We need to defeat 5 more. We just need to use Ice Shard. Ice Shard is easy, and we could get in a bunch of hits, and we could Agile Style it for less damage. So there's a lot of things we could do with that. Welcome back, by the way. Okay, very nice. Alright. Where are the high levels here? Using to fight Pokemon that won't run away. Okay, good. Nothing happened. Very good. I wasn't sure if you meant in Pokemon or not. Yeah, that's good. That's the good thing. The door unlocks by itself. That sounds like a horror movie. That is actually a mechanic in a, what is it, Scrutinized? Where the guy will slowly try to lockpick the windows. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, whoops. Man, Reflect Studios makes such good games. They're difficult, but I mean, I guess you could argue that if they weren't difficult, they wouldn't be worth it. Like if you had save points in Welcome to the Game 2, like it would just be too easy. Like you could just make really bad decisions and not get punished for it, and then the game would just be a joke. Well, I guess it would still be difficult. It would just be, I guess the learning curve would go down, and the whole point is to not have the learning curve go down. I think the first game is a little bit less fair, though. I feel like the second game, if you get like a good handle on it, it's not as bad. But I think the thing that really snuck up on me, and on the one run that I was doing really well on like a year ago when I was really into it, was, what was it? I forgot, I thought I had changed my, my Wi-Fi, and I didn't, and I got busted by the cops, which isn't even guaranteed on normal mode. It's a chance to be busted every time you go over, and then it resets. Ah, oh well. I was only like an hour in, I'd barely even gotten anything, I was mostly just trying to get better at the hacks anyway. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my entire list of Pokemon I complete, because I feel like I did something else earlier this stream, right? I forget. Was it Petalil? No, because I haven't... Was it Petalil? Did I max out Petalil? Did I? No. Maybe I didn't max out anything. Maybe I'm bugging. I gotta go through this whole thing again, right? I don't think so. Yeah. Baneri, Lopunny, Lilligant, Basculin, Mantine, Groddle, Gibble, yeah, but... Was it... No, I already did Machop. Yeah, Machop and Gibble. I don't think I... Did I max out a third Pokemon? Or a second Pokemon today? I don't think so. I don't know why I'm, like, really thrown off by this. But I feel like I did and I forgot. But I guess not. Maybe I just found a bunch of shinies. Anyway, Petalil is close. It's just using Poison Powder, which is easy. We could just go fight Magikarps and just spam Poison Powder, and in, what, 8 turns it'll be done? So we only need to fight 4 Magikarps spamming Poison Powder, which already is, like, nothing. So, like, if we just wanted to do this, we could just run around, do Ice Shard, and then we could... Oh, we have to defeat 5 Swinubs, I guess. I'm just trying to fight anything. And then I'll see where we're at in terms of percentage as well. So we are at 44.21% done with the decks. Again, I miscalculated it because I included legendary Pokemon, which, since you can't capture more than one legendary Pokemon per save file, increasing the odds of you getting a legendary Pokemon shiny doesn't do anything, because they're A, shiny locked, and B, you can't get more than one anyway. So there's like 17 Pokemon in this game that you just cannot get multiples of, and it doesn't matter if you get it dex perfected or not. Arceus is also automatically given to you for free just for, you know, beating the game. So you don't have to actually grind anything for Arceus. It's just given to you. Yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of work being done on the back end of the Pokedex, so don't you worry about that. That's going to be quite something. We're going to end up having to spend a lot of time with some of the ice Pokemon, because I basically have never used most of them. And that's like a leftover from when I played the game, because I just, you know, I don't really use ice Pokemon. Ice types are kind of not great. Defensively, they're not very fantastic. Okay, this game sucks. Yeah, welcome to the club. This game is not that great, unfortunately. Bro, I'm level 62 and could not KO a level 6. Think about that. That's insanity. I just happen to play this game a lot. I don't think it's a particularly great game. That's because I think every Pokemon game now is bad. So, like I was saying with Ash earlier, I was like, they want you to have these ridiculous, like, super intense raids, but at the same time, they don't let you have voice chat, they don't let you have text chat, and they expect everyone to do the necessary prerequisites to clear some of these fights, which makes no sense. Because some of these fights are so obnoxiously, like, hardcore. You need to have IVs, you need to have EVs, you need to have designated strats, you need to have the correct nature, you need to have the correct item, you need to have the correct Pokemon to begin with. And then if you do all of that, there's no guarantee that you win, because your teammates might just be, you know, like 10-year-olds that don't care about it, and they don't take it as seriously. Which is fine, but, like, you know, for certain people, like, I want to have serious gameplay. If I'm going to do a raid, I want to win. I want to play to win. I'm not here to, you know, dick around and waste time. I'm here to win. I think that's the problem, is that they want to walk both sides of the path, and they can't. You can't have a game that's easy raids, you know, or, you know, like 90% of the game is easy, and then the last 10% is competitive battling and hardcore raiding. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then there's no way to, like, make designated party finders, right? There's no way to vet anybody, right? Like, there's no FF logs or Warcraft logs or anything like that. You just get randomly matched with people. And then if you take a party of like 3 people in and say, well, we could just get one spare human and just hope that they're good, you can't even take a halfway formed party into a raid. The whole rating system in not this game, the whole rating system just doesn't make any sense. It wants to be like every other game that has a raid, and it fails because it can't. It can't be that way, because they're not going to allow people to have, like, party finders. Look at this one. I managed the impossible. Oh my god! And he goes to heaven. Very nice. What? That was spooky. That's because I was saving the video. That was really spooky. Okay, there's 5 more. Let's go across the river. Oh, there you go. See, you did it. Told you. Easy. Easy mode. Now you got your Ursaring. Ursaluna. Very nice. Congrats. Yeah, maybe we should do the Mimic thing. Or we could do Petalil. One or the other. I don't know. I could flip a coin, Petalil or Bonsly. I don't know. I'll think about one of them. I gotta go beat Swinubs anyway, 5 of them. So I guess we should do that first anyway. And name it something, but I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not good at nicknaming either. I know a lot of people nickname their Pokemon or they give it really weird names or whatever. That's just not me. I think Red Bear, but it's not a good one. Yeah, I'm not a nicknamer. I can't give you any advice on that. Sadly. I wish I was, but that's why I don't ever really nickname my Pokemon. We have Fortuna the Skorupi because it was lucky, and that's it. And maybe like a handful of other ones. Blood Bear? Will they even let you put blood in the name in a Nintendo game? It's rare Nintendo games even have blood. They actually removed it from Zelda, believe it or not. They removed it from Ocarina of Time. There you go. I didn't pick up the thing over there. Oh my god. That's so funny. I'm moving into Scarlet. Yep, don't blame you. I mean, that's ultimately the fate of a lot of Pokemon that I have in this game. They're just gonna get moved to Scarlet. Okay. And then now let's leave. Whew! What the fuck are we doing? Espeon? Cleffa? We should really do Scyther, now that I think about it. That is like a really, really late game one I really should do. Oh wow, I already had one, okay. I mean, what's after Swinub? I mean, obviously Piloswine, but what do we need to do for Piloswine? Ancient Power 25 times, defeat 5 more with Grass type. I guess we're making a trip up to Alabaster, and then I guess we could just evolve this and just spam Ancient Power on some higher level Pokemon. Wait, they're a shiny Turtwig? Yeah, you could get a shiny Turtwig. It's, where is it? In Crimson Mirelands. Oh, I'll show it if I have time. Let me run back to this. Alright, so let's go to Alabaster. So I could do this. Yeah, if you fly east from the Bogbound camp and cross the river and then turn right, you'll find like a little, like, grove. And that's where Turtwig is, across that water as well. What did I say? Where was I going again? Alabaster. Okay, let me sit upright. We actually don't need this in my... Well, I guess we need it. I'll just evolve it. Okay, I'll show you. No problem. Yeah, let me just do this real quick. Let's see. I just need to find, what, 5 Swinubs and 5... You know Leaf Blade still? I think so, right? Yeah. 5 Swinubs and 5 Piloswines, and then that's all I need. Doesn't matter the order. Yeah, and by the way, I play this game every Saturday. I know today's Friday, that's because we're doing the Pokemon raid tomorrow, so I just... Where? I hate this game. I hate this area. You're never going to find the shiny Pokemon in this area. It might be underground, though. Yep, it's a Bergmite again. It's always Bergmite. It's always Bergmite. I hate that. It's always Bergmite. Oh my god, that's so just awful. That's terrible. Can I join? Do you have the meta? Can I have it? You know what? Sure. I'll let me get back to town. I'll trade you this Bergmite. That's fine by me. I just have to KO 10 Pokemon real quick. 5 Swinubs, 5 Piloswines. The raids, I'm a little bit more specific. I kind of want people that have, like, maxed out EVs and IVs and all this stuff. Or Gend, I guess. So, that's one thing, I guess, is what I would say. Again, like I just said, these raids are not really for fun. Like, I know it's Pokemon, and I know Pokemon's like a very friendly franchise, and like, you know, people come in to play this, but the raids are serious shit, dude. Like, the raids are not easy. Like, I don't know what game they think they're making raids for. It's not this game. It's certainly not this game. Like, I remember when the Destiny raids were hard, but at least Destiny is like a complex shooter with stats and all sorts of stuff. This game is not even close to the Destiny standard. It's nowhere even near Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. It's insanity. Oh, you already have an attacker Mew? Oh, never mind then. Sure, yeah. We stream it tomorrow. The time is a little bit to be determined. And I don't know if Ash has her 4th person or not. And I can't confirm because she's not here. But, yeah, if we have an empty slot, sure. Of course, I completely fucked up my Mew. So, you know, that's great. It was really nice to spend tons of time and tons of hours on Wednesday night trying to grind it up. And now find out that it's not even good. It's not even meta. Because the thing knows Calm Mind. So special defense strats are not optimal. Fantastic. And yeah, I'm a little fucking petty about it. That was a waste of time. I could have just gone to bed. I literally could have just gone to bed on Wednesday and then not cared until today, and I would have been better off in terms of resources and time. Real life or in Pokemon. What a waste of time. What a waste. I'm never doing that again. See, these guys that do all these YouTube videos and stuff, man, they got a team of people ready on lock, on call. And that's how they can do it. I'm not doing that no more. I don't have time to raid endlessly in Violet to get all the resources I ever will need. I'm not doing that no more. That's one and done. I'm toast. Never doing that again. Again, it's no anger towards them. It's just I don't have resources like that, and I don't have patience to do that either. So I won't be doing that anymore. You want to pretend hug? No, it's fine. It's just I knew better at the time, but I was trying to get ahead of Ash and Yo-Yo a little bit, and then I could provide the Pokemon for them to beat the raid with. And yeah, that didn't work out. Nah, it's fine. I know better than to do what I did. I did it anyway, and you know, this is just me paying the price. It is what it is. No, you know, you are nice. Don't worry about it. It is a stream. It should be entertaining for you, or at least, you know, something fun for you. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it. No sweat. Alright, can we find 3 more real quick? Piloswine's a little bit rarer. At least that I think that Swinub is also guaranteed to spawn. I feel like I've seen it enough now that I know it's guaranteed to spawn. And then, I guess the whole family spawns in this area. 3 different alphas, all from the same species, or same evolutionary tree. There you go, here's another. And there's another one up north by, the big glacier. Alright, we have to reload. Whew. Now I have to use Ancient Power. But see, here's the thing about using Ancient Power. I could just find some Staravias, because they're not going to run from me, and I could just throw rocks at them easily. And then that's it. Then Piloswine will be done. And then I could move on and do Mamoswine. I'll be AFK. Okay, no problem. In that time, I'll be done with this area, and then I'll be heading back to town. I'll give you this thing, and then I'll show you where, what's it called, spawns. I can't believe it's Bergmite. Dude, I don't even have Bergmite maxed out. That's the crazy part. I don't even have Bergmite maxed out on the decks. I'm not even close. I haven't even looked at Bergmite's dex entry, and they're giving me Bergmite as a shiny over and over and over again. That's so crazy. Why? Alright, that should be good enough. Yep, now I just throw rocks. That's done. Alright, let me fill in the thing. Let's see. Machop and Gibble. Done. What is it? I'm gonna mark Lopunny as on deck. Let's see. Yeah, and Mega I'll mark is on deck, because if I just use it, I'll get it done, so it's not a big deal. Goodra, Steelix. How far am I with Steelix? Anyway, let me finish this first. Let's see. Swinub was on deck. Swinub is now done. Swinub is done. We'll put Piloswine on deck. So I will... Oh, it was over here. Perfect. Piloswine. Yeah, so what do they need from Bergmite? I haven't even seen Leap Out of Ore Deposits. Dude, I haven't even done this. Like, look at this. Look at all this. I mean, okay, technically it wouldn't be that hard, right? I have to see the ore deposits. That's like the hardest thing I need to do. Everything else, I could do that easily. So I guess tentatively I'll put it on as on deck. That's the hardest thing to do, is to see it jump out of ore deposit. We only have to fight it. What about this one? Avalugg. Number of heavy specimens, and then use a bunch of moves. Snover, Abomasnow, and then these are all done. This whole row is done. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. What else? Cleffa we have to catch while it sleeps. That's like the hardest thing to do. And then we have to catch it without being spotted, which we can only do at nighttime in a Coronet. I don't even care about this Pokemon. These two Pokemon are gonna just be last by virtue of me never caring about them. All right. Let's go back. We'll trade this. I'm just trying to like look through really quickly. I guess Electabuzz would be an easy one to do. We have to use Thunder Punch, Thunder, and then evolve it. That's okay. Let me put this on the thing as well, really quickly. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Electabuzz, because that's actually pretty easy. Elekid, Bronzor is another one. I've had Bronzor marked for ages, actually. Infinionda. This shouldn't be too bad either, to be fair. Basculin, Piplup, Dusknoir. Wait, what? Oh, I need to evolve those Machokes. I released them. I should have been evolving them. Oops. Oh well. Let's leave. I don't really care about Shiny Lickitung, to be honest with you. What? It's fine. You caught one Pokemon, yeah. I kind of wish there was an upgrade. See, like, if there was like an upgrade that would like check all the spawns on the map and tell you if there's a shiny spawned in, that would be kind of cool. I also think an upgrade that like shows you where the shiny is coming from, like the... Yeah, you know, like how... Okay, this is a perfect example. So, like, in Metroid Prime 2, because we were just talking about that, when you use the Echo Visor, like, sound effects and sound, like, the origin of sounds is clearly marked as, like, sound waves. I feel like they should have that in this game. Anyway, that's just my copium speaking. Anyway, let's trade this. Same code as always. Whoops. Shit. I have to remove a bunch of Pokemon out of this game. Am I the only guy here? You very well may be. Usually the Friday streams are kind of dead. Gumi, Sliggoo. We're not going to have fun with this lot. We're about to enter the boring era of Dex collection. Where is this thing again? Here we go. We're about to enter the boring era. Rapidash, Bibarel, Staraptor. There's a couple Pokemon in the front of the decks that are going to be interesting to use. Oh, and Carnivine's another big one. Yeah, let me put Carnivine up in here. That's another one. That should be easy. Let's see. Scyther should be easy as well. What the hell? Togepi, yeah. So there's like 3 really easy ones to do. Piloswine, Togepi, Carnivine, and I guess Petalil, so that's 4. Those are going to be really easy to max out, just because I don't really have to do much. Oh, and Snorlax. Let me put that on here as well. Thank you. There's like 9 Pokemon that should be relatively easy to complete, and, you know, whatever, so. I haven't caught a lot of Voltorbs. I feel like I did in an event, and I just undid it. Oh, and it was a heavy specimen. Thank you. Very nice. Alright, let me show you where Turtwig spawns. It's a guaranteed spawn to my knowledge as well. Unless there's a better event. No. Let's go here. I need to see what I need to do for Staraptor, since I haven't done that. It's probably just a bunch of Brave Birds or something. And then Bibarel is probably like Aqua Jet. Some of those should be easy. I just have Pokemon that should be faster. So we need to find a bunch of flying Pokemon. Like, oh, there's Yanma down here. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Really quickly. Perfect. And that's going to be a guaranteed KO. Sure, why not? It's a physical attacker. I need to bring back that Scizor that I moved to Violet as well. I'll do that later. What? Oh, we're done. Okay, cool. It's so crazy that, like, Piloswine evolves after, like, a level or 3. It's like, it used to be an endgame Pokemon, much like Dusclops was, and now it's just a modern-day Pokemon. It's just a weird middle evolution because they never pushed Ancient Powers level up, or, you know, learn level back to compensate. Which I think is just, it just seems really weird to me. That's all. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my god. We're lucky we landed in water this fucking game. That scared the shit out of me. Nothing quite like falling like a rock, huh? Question, what happened if you found a shiny Voltorb? Nothing, it would behave exactly like a normal Voltorb. So what you would really have to do is see, does a normal Voltorb flee? Does a normal Voltorb fight back? Whatever a normal Voltorb does, a shiny will do the exact same thing. So there's no difference between a shiny and a normal... Oh. Dude, come... Oh, this is what makes me... I'm leaving this area. It's the fog. I know it's the fog. I'm just annoyed. Alright, anyway. Let's go show this. So, right across here, there's a chance for 1, if not 2 Turtwigs to spawn. So as you see, this time around 2 spawned. This one on the right is guaranteed to be a Turtwig. The one on the left can be random. So that's it. They're right down here. And on the map, that is right over here. Right in this little hole. Turtwig is guaranteed to spawn here 100% of the time. Unless maybe there's an event right here, in which case the event takes priority. But yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed to spawn there. Alright, cool. Yeah, bro. They're killing me with this fog. Seriously. Can't even really see if trees are shaking either. Yeah, fog is definitely the worst weather in this game. Everything else is not that bad. I think sandstorm doesn't exist in this game, but fog is definitely the worst weather for sure. What the hell? This takes me back. I remember when I was playing WoW Classic, like, earlier this year. Like, I was playing it a lot. I would alternate between the different classes and stuff I would play. That was kind of fun. I had a troll warrior. I have a troll warrior I was trying to level up. I miss that, like, level of RPG-ness in World of Warcraft, where you have to, like, level up all your stuff slowly, but, you know, all the same, still leveling it up. I like that. I felt like you were unlocking stuff. Now I just don't feel it. I mean, I like that they brought back actual talent trees, which is more fun, right? And I like that they're very flexible about it. But yeah, I just kind of miss Classic sometimes. Like, you know, just like the good old days, right? Like, way back when, man. It was just a different era with different... You know, you just design games differently back then. That's why people always say that they love Wrath of the Lich King, because it really was like the end of that era. And then after that, they never had something like that again, which is unfortunate. Alright, we're going to go to Grasslands. That might be a little better. I'd like to try to get this as like the last Pokemon I get. If I could do it in like 10 minutes. Perfect. If I could do this in like 10 minutes, that would be really good. And then we could be done. Now I have a good day. Very nice. That's good. I'm glad you're having a good day. 2 shinies and now putting on Scarlet. Very good. Oh, they left, which means the Drifloons are here. Which is fine. It doesn't really matter either way. That is ridiculous. Need more Pokemon to drop balls of mud. That's really what we need. I think a Pokemon Legends Hoenn could be interesting as well. But then they would have to, like, design underwater areas, and then, you know, that would kind of be whatever. I think Sinnoh is, like, a good balance, right? But I think, like, a Legends Johto would be interesting, and maybe, like, you know, just have extra stuff like that. How goes the shiny hunt? Well, we found 5 shinies today. Luxray, Croagunk, Ralts, and Ghastly. We found a Bergmite, which we gave to our good viewer and good buddy Dark Knight, and yeah, that's it. I mean, we've had them done for a while, so I'm just trying to wind down here by getting 25 usages of Ancient Power real fast. There you go. Oh wow, the Zubat didn't enter. Okay, that's fine. As weird as it might be, maybe Kricketot can only enter combat by itself as well. Where's my Piloswine? Okay. Made me think homie was gone for good. He's never coming back. Summoned him at the bottom of the cliff or something. I wonder what the glitches in this game look like. Because as we all know, Pokemon is a series full of glitches. You could do some of the weirdest stuff imaginable in Pokemon. Ugh. Welcome back. Name it Bloodbear and it's good? Okay. I wasn't sure if they would allow a name like Blood, but you know what? Maybe the Nintendo censor is a little bit laxer than I remember. Because I remember when you couldn't train Cofagrigus when it was not nicknamed, because in their wisdom they put a slur in the name, and then they were like, oh yeah, well now we're gonna also have this censor that prevents you from trading Pokemon with this name in the name. And I think eventually they lifted that if it's like they have a check now to see if a Pokemon is nicknamed or if it has its default name. And if it has the default name, obviously, then they don't do anything, right? Because that's how the Pokemon was named. But I don't think they had that back then, and because of that, you couldn't trade that Pokemon at all without nicknaming it, which is stupid. I mean, needless to say, like, they designed it, and then they designed a system that completely conflicted with it. Anyway, you get the point. Even back then, I was like, wow, you guys are idiots. You guys are stupid. How did you miss that one? It's okay, that Pokemon basically never appears in anything anymore anyway. I think it appeared in Scarlet Violet, and that's it. It's gone. It's a dead Pokemon. Literally. And, you know, usually this would be the cue for one of my rants of just put them all in the game. But, yeah, you already know. And I'm 98 parts. We're almost at part 100. 100 streams of this game. 100. We're 2 weeks away from it. So it'll be right before the DLC comes out for Violet. How did Knight get the B word through? YouTube BS? What, blood? Oh shit, I did the wrong move. That shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be censored. I don't know. They got you. They got you as a flight, or not a flight risk. They got you as a sensor risk, dude. They're clapping you. There's no escape for you. Dude, I have not been stopped by sleep or paralysis at all. That's crazy. This would never happen in an actual Pokemon game. Alright, I think after this I am done. I don't really particularly feel like I can do another Pokemon. Technically, I guess I could do Petalil, because all it is spamming Poison Powder 25 times. But what else do I need to do for Petalil, actually? Hold on. If that's it, then I'll maybe do Petalil as well. What is it? We need to give it... Oh, we have to give it food. That's easy. Oh, shit. Maybe I'll do this. Yeah, we'll just go fight a Magikarp and then just spam Poison Powder until we've gotten it, what, 25 times? I'll check again in a minute. Yeah, I guess that'll be the absolute last thing I do. Remember the AC stream? I could not use the B word? I don't know. I don't know. It could be like something... I don't know, man. Maybe some accounts are just more flagged than others. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're all operating under the same rules. There's no, like, auto mod or anything. You know what I mean? Like, so whatever gets put in the chat, if YouTube allows it, YouTube allows it. That, like, there's no interjection of it on my behalf. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't like this whole top chat versus live chat thing. I think that's like a really bad dichotomy. It's definitely not one of my favorites for sure. I don't really like it. Alright, one more usage. Hold on, let's try catch this. Very nice. What? And that wasn't without being spotted? Oh, fuck off. I hate... That is one of the worst categories of normal ways to catch a Pokemon in this game. Seriously. Oh, we already did that. Oh. What the hell? When did I do that? Never mind. That's on me. Never mind. I forgot that I already did that. I didn't even look. That one, that's on me. That's not Game Freak. I didn't look. I should have done my due diligence. I did not. I don't remember the bathwater rant I went on. Yeah, I remember almost puking in my mouth. Does that count? Let's go back up here. I guess I need to release these Crickettoons. Yeah. You know what? It's Pseudo-Woodo that I'm up to. That's the one I really need to, you know, figure out. Pseudo-Woodo is the one that I can't, Where'd I catch this Gibble from? Oh, that was in the Dex originally. Okay, whatever. Okay. You're done. Let's get out a Petalil of reasonably high level. There you go. Same speed. It doesn't matter, then. We just have to feed a Petalil one time, and then we're done with it. Can I have a shiny Turtwig? No. I kind of want to keep mine. Dude, no, you don't have to apologize. It's you know, you're allowed to ask. No need to apologize. What was I gonna say to Viv? Oh, Viv, you know how many rants I go on a regular basis? There's no way I'll remember one as specific as a bathwater rant. Was it about the Belle Delphine thing? I can't even remember. Oh, Baby in the Blood Virgins is this gross. Oh yeah, I remember it, but I don't remember I don't remember it. I mean, I do remember. I don't remember that they blocked you so hardcore. Bro, I just think that they flag certain channels as, like, something. I don't even know what to tell you. Good luck trying to get past that one, homie. Oh, dude, the accuracy is gonna kill me. This is insane. This is awful. It's 80%. So I've used this move, what, 5 times, and I've missed twice. I have a 60% accuracy right now. Yeah, I don't know. Because people have been playing Bloodborne on YouTube for ages. I don't know. Sometimes I just think it's random. Like I said with the content ID shit, sometimes it's random. You'll upload a music video, or like, well, I don't, but like you'll upload music or something will have music in it, and then you'll get slammed for it, no problem. And then like, I presume the other 500,000 people that uploaded don't get anything thrown at their channel, so I don't know. I mean, the smaller channels have been getting content ID'd since the dawn of existence. It's the bigger channels where it happened, and it was like a big deal that they got it, because obviously, you know, they need the ad revenue. So, like, I don't know. I think you get to a point and YouTube kind of, like, verifies you and treats you much differently compared to other channels. And they let you get away with a lot more, potentially. Dude, what is this oh, dude. We've used this move 10 times. We've missed half the time. This game sucks so much. It's not even funny. Honestly, we could have maybe done Bonsly faster than this. Has anyone ever sued YouTube? Like, one of the big YouTubers? I don't think any YouTuber has actually ever sued YouTube. They've sued each other, but they've never sued YouTube. Ever. I'm pretty sure YouTube would just flat out ban you if you sued them. Like, no joke. Like, they've sued each other, but they don't sue YouTube. Louder with Crowder sued YouTube? Okay, I don't know that. I know that, like H3H3 had, like, what, 2 different lawsuits with people based on content usage? The one I know is the Max Haas one, where that was, like, a huge victory for fair use. That and one other case I can't remember off the top of my head. Were, like, a big deal when they happened, because it was, like, a big victory for fair use. What was the other one? I can't remember. It's been a while. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it anyway. Like I said when I started this stream, I was tired when I started. I'm tired now. But, yeah, anyway. It is what it is. Again, my favorite catchphrase. The most toxic catchphrase, but also my favorite. Yeah, the latter half of this dex is not going to be fun. I think there's a lot of Pokemon I have flat out never used that are going to have really annoying entries to do. So I think eventually we have like maybe 10 more Pokemon that'll be easy to clean up. And then after that, I think we're going to have to really figure out what we're going to do beyond that. Because like there's pretty much like an entire back end of the decks that like I've done nothing with. And like some of them will take a while, like Garchomp and the high levels and the, you know, the really meta and the pseudo legendaries and stuff. But some of them is going to be like using Lickitung, right? Like using Cherubi. Like shit like that is just going to not be fun. That's going to be really slow, really like out the way. This is going to be an experience to say the least. Not looking forward to it. But what can you do? Some of these will be fine, it's just use them. Some of them will be more annoying. It'll be, you know, out there. I know I'm jumping all over the Pokedex, but that's just because, like, some of these early ones, like, do I need to do Dewott at this point? Do I need to do Oshawott? Like, I did Samurott. Like, I'd rather do Bibarel, honestly, because you see more Bibarels in a general playthrough or whatever than, yeah. He had an on-staff lawyer, even became a big part of the show, half-Asian lawyer Bill. I have never heard of anything that you just posted. Not even in the slightest. I mean, like, people can have lawyers. I'm saying, like, suing YouTube themselves. Like, that's very different. Like, people on YouTube have lawyers. There's lawyers that are on YouTube. And they talk about stuff. Legal, Nick Rekieta, stuff like that. But, like, I don't think anyone, to my knowledge, any creators on YouTube have seriously sued YouTube. And God, I hope they never do, because Lord knows they're going to take it out on people like me again. Yeah, I'm really responsible for Elsagate. Small channels like me that weren't even on YouTube, kids. That was fantastic. I appreciated that a lot. That's the reason why you can't see people's actual live sub counts, because James Charles was losing too many subs. And YouTube was like, no, we're not going to allow people to watch every sub tick away. And so they changed it, and now you can only see the first 3 digits of someone's subscriber account. Or subscriber count, sorry. So, like, I have, like, 1,440 some subscribers. It goes up, it goes down. I don't really get, like, a ton of increases at once. I think the peak that we had was 1,444, and then we dropped 2, and then we gained 1. So, like, again, you can't see that 1 was gained or lost. All you can see as the viewer is the first 3 numbers. So you'll only see it when we increase 10 subscribers. Or lose 10 subscribers, depending on which way we go. Just trying to be a YouTube Rush Limbaugh? Well, that's good. We should have more controversial figures. I think that most content on the internet is too sanitized nowadays. That's what made things on the internet fun back when I was a kid. Was that you had all kinds of people on YouTube and all kinds of people on OG websites that today would just get kicked off. And it's really unfortunate. I thought that's what made YouTube really fun. Remember when the Amazing Atheists used to beef with people of all sorts? And Thunderfoot? I used to watch a surprising amount of people. I forget that I've watched them sometimes. Today, they would just kick people like that off. They would just say, yeah, you can't have them on here anymore. That's why so many people are going to alt-tech. Do I have a shiny alpha Pokemon? Yes, you can get shiny alpha Pokemon. Alright, I'm leaving. I don't have to do anymore. You can get shiny alpha Pokemon. Shiny, or alpha Pokemon have the same odds to be shiny as if they weren't an alpha. Being an alpha does not change shiny rates. Even statically spawning alpha Pokemon have a chance to be shiny. So, like, for example, if I go over here, and what is that, Graveler, I think? Somewhere? Yeah. So this Graveler always spawns. It is the same odds of being shiny as any normal Graveler you would see just playing the game at any given point. So, yeah. Obviously, the odds of getting a random alpha Pokemon, which is, I think, like a 1% chance on every node. Like that thing right there, that Geodude has like a 1% chance to be an alpha. The odds of getting an alpha and a shiny, a random alpha and a random shiny, are very low. It's very, very unlikely. In fact, I don't know if... Have I ever gotten a random shiny? There you go. Dude, this thing sucks. I don't even know. Have I? Have I ever found an alpha Pokemon that ended up being shiny that wasn't a static spawn? I have no idea. Again, the only reason I play this game is because of the shiny noise. I love it. It's such a dopamine hit to find a shiny. Like, when that ghastly spawned in my face, even I was like, what the fuck? I don't think I've ever been that close to a shiny when it spawned, potentially. Maybe I have, but that one definitely caught me off guard. Usually you don't... You're usually not in the face of a shiny. In fact, usually I just stumble upon them. How to train your Joe Biden? Ah! That's funny. Is this an Eevee? Yes. Luckily it's not shiny, because otherwise I'd be in deep shit. Alright, let's get out of here. Right. So you're done. Oh no, we need to feed a Petalil. That's the last thing that we need to do, is we have to feed one. What do we catch? Oh yeah, I released you already. There's no reason to catch more. Alright, now after this we're done with Petalil. Alright, yeah, Piloswine's done. Which I guess I can add to the... I haven't added it to the thing, which is kind of interesting. And then I'll also add Petalil, because all we have to do is catch or feed one Petalil, and then we leave. And then we're done. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. 5 Pokemon in a single day, bro. That's so good. That's peak performance. And technically, if we were a little bit more... I don't want to say consistent. If we were a little bit more to the point, we could have done even more, which would have been really good. We could have done, I guess next time we do, again, the Pseudo-Widow duo, Magby, Togepi, Carnivine, and Snorlax are pretty much set up. Like, that's literally the definition of I teed them up, basically, to be slam dunks. What is this, Sliggoo? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm here for one thing and one thing only. care. The thumbnail is Joe with a cone on his face. That's fucking hilarious. Listen, only his handler's allowed to do that. Good God. Alright. This is actually a pretty good chance to get a shiny Murkrow, so I'm going to try to do it. Let's see if we can get it. Otherwise, normally I wouldn't stop for this, but Murkrow is a rare spawn as an event at all. So, I don't know why, by the way, but whatever, it just is. So, I'll just see if we get a shiny here real quick. That's specifically why I brought out Weavile. I guess I shouldn't bring out Weavile when I could use Garchomp. I could Alpha, or what is it? I could... Not Agile, Strong Style Outrage. Same thing, and it'll give me a little bit of Pokedex prog. So I get it. Ow. Whatever. Oh, they all enter combat as one. Oh, this will be good. Let's get rid of this one. Last thing I need to do is take a ton of damage for no reason. Oh my god. Please stop. Please fucking stop, dude. Please stop. Okay, I have to do this. And it's all about stopping Joe from sniffing and hunting? Humming? I don't know. Yeah, you have better luck teaching a dog not to do that. Or a Dalmatian to change its spots or whatever. I mean, like, you're allowed to have, like, counterculture political takes on YouTube to varying degrees. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like everything's on borrowed time, dude. The people you like on YouTube might not be there forever. I mean, I've seen a lot of channels consistently say that over the last couple of years. So whatever you like, you better fucking like it, bro. Because they might just one day wake up and decide, you know what, we just don't want this, and we just are not going to have it anymore. And, like, yeah, you could sue YouTube theoretically, but, like, how long, you know, like, you want to dump millions of dollars into a lawsuit and then not get anything out of it? Like... What are you going to get? Damages? They're not going to let you back on the platform. Like, that's why I don't really celebrate people getting deplatformed, even people I don't like normally. Because I just feel like it's kind of fucked a little bit. It really is kind of lopsided. And I just miss when YouTube basically just allowed anybody to fucking upload, and they didn't necessarily bend the knee to a bunch of fucking corporations and politicians. That's what really makes me sad, because that was like what YouTube was for originally. I mean, it's in the fucking name. What level is this, by the way? I guess I'll catch it. You're stunned. I hate that, by the way. It's so dumb. And look, he's gonna break out. Nope, thank you. That did a lot of damage. Look how black my screen is. Yeah, is Mug Club a subscription service? I mean, sure, but like a lot of people make a lot of money off of YouTube ad revenue. So, you know. Ad revenue, super chats. I mean, YouTube just made it easier to get, I think, what is it, super chats and memberships? I think they added that as like something that they changed recently. Like, now you need a set amount of view hours to get that, and then a set amount of view hours to be in the normal ad program. It's something like that. Like, I haven't really looked into it too much because, again, we're not really there. Like, I think we're at what, 2,500 view hours a year or something, and it fluctuates based on, you know, what games are out, what people are watching, what content on the channel. I don't know. I'm sure there's people that watch, like, old shit on my channel, and, you know, they don't stop by the streams, they don't comment, which is fine, and, you know, you just don't hear from them. And that's totally fair, but, like, you know, it's about getting more. I need to do more stuff. I need to probably start talking about... I need to reboot the podcast is what I need to do. But that's not even work. That's just time that I need to schedule out to do stuff for the podcast. And I just need to, like, do it. And, like, admittedly, I have been a little bit lazy about that, but I should. Like, I have really good topics now, too. Fucking Volition going out of business. What was that? Krypton. What was it? Volition went out of business. A couple other things. I forget. I opened tabs on them. And I need to find them. Skorupi again. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things I could talk about. I just don't. And I haven't really done a podcast. I kind of stopped it a few years ago, and I haven't done it, man. And I used to do a lot more, and I just don't do it anymore. The skits and airplay stuff are? I mean, yeah, that makes kind of sense to me. I mean, what you're seeing is a lot of people having to branch out and do other stuff, because after, what, 3 adpocalypses and a bunch of other shit that YouTube has done, or had happened to it, like, people just have to transform. They have to change their stuff up. It doesn't work like that, and that never fails to be terrifying, by the way. I totally get it. That goes hand in hand with what I was saying with Devin earlier this stream, where I was telling him, like, back up everything. Like, yeah, I back up my YouTube channel. Every video I upload, I have saved. I specifically went through every playlist I ever made. I looked through every video I ever made, and I have saved it. There's 2 or 3 playthroughs I've never uploaded, actually, which is the funny part. And I still have them, and I will upload them someday. I mean, it is what it is. I made a full playthrough of 007 Bloodstone, and I never uploaded it. The whole playthrough is done. It's finished. It was just never released. Ever. And this headset is pissing me off, and I'm gonna fucking break it one day. Unbelievable. How could it be low? Dude, I'm so finished with this fucking headset. I'm buying a new one. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, let's go across the river to the south. I mean, that's the thing, like, to be fair, I liked watching stuff on YouTube, but once I started recording stuff on YouTube, like, all the time, I kind of stopped watching, like, a lot of the people I used to watch. Either because they were going to play the games that I wanted to play. Oh, this is actually a rare event, by the way. Spirit Tombs, this is actually really rare. I mean, I guess I could try to catch them. Oh, do they all get aggroed at once? No. I'm not hitting you. Yeah, being on one of these cliffs completely messes with the AI. It doesn't know how to get to you. Oh, I think I figured it out. Am I gonna run out of space? I might. That's totally possible, actually. I forgot I have no space in my pastures. Yeah, okay, fuck it. I have to empty it out. I gotta get rid of a lot of the Pokemon I have today. Or in my stuff, I guess. What was it? Drapion. Oh my god. I didn't check any of this. Yeah, okay, what were we doing? We have to feed a Petalil. That's what I have to do after this. I'm gonna wait for this storm to subside, and then I can... Oh, they might not have spawned, because there's a massive mass right there. They might not have actually spawned. Fuck me. He has 30 parody songs like Walk Like a Joe Biden, Walk Like an Egyptian... Oh, the song. Bro, I'm like, what? I'm like reading, what the fuck am I reading? Walk Like an Egyptian? Yeah, it's a song. Alright. Can I leave and come back? Shouldn't even caught the Spirit Tombs I did. I guess I'm dumping those in Violet. I'm just dumping a lot of this shit in Scarlet. There's no reason to have it. And then the best part is that tomorrow I get to raid. Isn't that fantastic? Wow, I'm so excited to raid in Pokemon Violet on the hardest raid yet, where you absolutely have to have picture-perfect Pokemon to beat it, and tons of teamwork in a game that doesn't facilitate teamwork at all. Oh, you have no idea. I love it. I love Pokemon Violet. It's such a good game. It even plays better than this game. It literally runs better than... Yeah. Remember to sell dust. Oh, good. Just what I needed. I almost was going to start stockpiling dust again. But thankfully, because of Vith's attentiveness and attention to detail, I will be once again broke in terms of dust and be unable to upgrade my Pokemon even a little. Thank you, Vith. Again, we find another one of these. Look, this is just a Luigi's Mansion screenshot right now. Because I always say, like, Sliggoo kind of looks like a Luigi's Mansion ghost. What does this thing eat? Mushrooms and the rocks. Ooh. Thank you. Very nice. Alright. That's a good stream. We got a lot done. I don't even have to think about it. Very nice. Like how they shot the guy that was playing the music. He just completely stopped. Alright, thank you all. Dark Knight, Viff, Devin, Ash, much appreciated. This is yet another long session of Pokemon Legends Arceus done and dusted. We made it's almost a 4-hour session, man. But anyway, we did a lot of good work. We got a lot done. Very nice. So now our dex is looking pretty stacked, I'd say, right? Carnivine's an easy one, as you can see. Like, we just use Acid Spray 5 times and then Strong Style any move. And then we gotta start, like, hammering down on some of these ones that are, like, barely completed. Like, I think that'll be its own phase of completing the decks, basically. Mr. Mime is actually up there for being easy. We just have to defeat a bunch. Alright. Well, that's a problem for future me. Present me is tired. I'm going to go rest my voice a little bit. I'm going to go record tomorrow. So thank you all very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will now freeze OBS, get into my outro screen. It did not freeze. Very nice. I have to see what's slowing this thing down so much. I have no idea. Anyway, thank you all. Y'all have a good one. Take care. And yeah, thank you, Dark Knight, for all the stuff. It was fun chatting. Viff, as always, I'll see you probably Sunday, because I don't know when we're going to stream tomorrow. That's up to these two. And yeah, Devin, have a good one. Ash,